find another way.
On, come on.
Busy over there? What's going on?
Oh, I'm playing Madden. Playing Madden.
Are you playing Madden? Wow.
Playing Madden. Niners. I'm playing a little preseason here in Minnesota's whip my ass. Well, not really. It's only 3-zip, but still.
And
You know,
getting into the Super Bowl. Like
get into that Super Bowl. Hype. Even though my team.
I was gonna say, like, well, I'm same fucking boat as you. Raiders over here.
Yeah. But looking forward to the Super Bowl. So we'll give us a fight for it. At least for the halftime show, Rihanna performing and all the commercials.
I was
Isn't
gonna
that the
say
tradition?
trailers, commercials, everything
Yeah,
else.
yeah, yeah. So we get that. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Noise, dude. Been playing Hogwarts all morning, man.
I hate you. I already said this. I hate you.
I know, and I don't say it to be jealous. I mean, shout out to Turpin obviously for sharing the Steam account. He's a real one. Um, cause this is just like, I mean, I
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're getting the same vibes and the same like wow that I did from Elder Rings.
yeah, I mean,
Like I really want this game. Like I really want to play this game. I can't wait to get to play this game. I can't.
I'm only 2 hours in. I barely gone through the introductory day. I finished my first day, but not really. I'm not even flying. I'm just discovering shit. I found the cipher for one of the puzzles, so I'm like opening up all the fucking puzzle rooms with the numbers now. Like I'm finding these little like snitches that are hidden. Like there's bullies, by the way. Like this is crazy. I'm going to school. I'm learning spells. I'm like, man, this is like
It's a beautiful game too. It's a gorgeous game.
there's been a lot of there's been quite a few games that have been done I think around like the Wizarding World like or even Harry Potter like we had like that Quidditch game at one point that EA had put out. We had other games like put out and stuff, but honestly, it's like when you play this, you're like, all right, well, I don't want to forget about the other ones, and I don't want to like be like, oh, those weren't good games. Like, but this is just like when you think of like, oh, a game that takes place in the Wizarding World, this is how the game,
Mm,
like especially as you as a student at Hogwarts, this is what you would
yeah,
imagine. Like, you know what I mean?
nice.
Just it's just so good, man. I'm just having so much fun with it, alongside of
I
just playing all the other games. But I just can't believe how
Oh
good the
yeah,
game
yeah, yeah.
is.
I'll get the eventually, but I've been watching because my son shares an account with like me and him share the account with each other, but he has a friend that allows him to log into his Xbox,
Mm,
and his friend had bought the game, so he I've been watching my son play, and he's already got like maybe 20 something hours into it. I've been watching my son play. I still don't know. By the way, I still don't know what the main plot is because watching him play, all he's been doing is side missions,
yeah,
and like catching beast here and catching beast there, and just playing with the world. And I'm going, and I had broom, and I'm going, what's the plot? And he goes, I don't know, puppy. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Let's just keep watching you play.
right.
But I've been watching him play, and I'm like, damn, I just can't wait to get my hands on it. Which I'll get there soon. I'm just saving up my reward points to get up to it. But definitely a game that I'm jealous of you guys. You, your brother, my son, and a couple other people that I know has been playing. I'm like, Jesus, I think my friends list is like flooded with people playing either this or they're playing Force not what's Force Spoke. That's on Sony. What's that other game they've been playing? Hi-Fi.
Yeah,
It's
a
either
lot of
this
high
or
five
Hi-Fi
stuff.
that have been played on my friends list. That's the two games
Yeah,
right now being played. But this is cool because Hogwarts, I think, beat the record for single player game stream on Twitch.
that's
I
pretty
think
dope.
1.8 or 2.8 million was watching.
Yeah. I mean, there were people.
It's crazy.
Nick Burks was playing it on stream the other day. Like it was just
Nick
like
Merckx
people.
was?
Nick Burks was playing Scump.
What's
Scump
his
Duel.
reaction?
Dude, no, he's being Nick Merckx.
Oh, he
As you can
beat Nick
imagine,
Merckx. Okay.
It's Nick Merckx playing a
Yeah.
game that takes place in the Wizarding World, right? So it's just
Yeah.
it's fucking yeah, it's comedy.
I'm assuming he turned off because he recently just turned on his text for speech,
Okay.
and he kind of he kind of regretted it. So I'm assuming for this game he turned it off because he was playing modern. What was it? It was playing Modern Warfare. He was playing Warzone.
Yeah.
He put for the first time he put text to speech on, and he regretted it instantly. The flame that he was getting, the trolling that was happening in his chats was hilarious. For those who don't know what text to speech is, when somebody in chat texts something, like they say they super chat him,
Yeah.
like it literally puts it up on the screen and it says it,
Hmm.
and like it says it verbally, like oh god, with a voice.
Yeah, Landmark, who I watch, who plays a lot of Escape from Tarkov. He freaking has TTS turned on for donations, but he gets like the big thing he gets trolled with are sevens. So it's like a lot of people donate, like hi Landmark, or hey Tony, that's his name. Like
Yeah,
can't wait for
totally.
you to
Yeah,
like deliver some pizza, on the
yeah, yeah.
777 quadrillion
Oh, he gets
777
trolled.
like all the set, and they just make the TTS say like sevens a whole bunch of times, which is crazy shit.
Yeah, seven, seven, seven,
I think
seven,
I
seven.
think he's got
Yeah,
his foot pedal set to like mute like donos. Like after like if it plays and he just doesn't want to hear the whole thing play out,
he just mutes it.
he
Yeah,
literally just cancels it, goes to the next one. So it's pretty funny.
that's funny.
Yeah, man. So just yeah, just I was gonna say my week has kind of just been gaming. The end of this week has obviously been, or I should just say the start of the week. I don't know. It's Sunday, but I
Some
don't.
people look at the end of the week. Some people look at the
Yeah.
beginning of the week.
So I obviously I started playing Hogwarts this morning. Just been having a ball with it, and then just playing. I've been playing Halo. Like I was
You
literally
told me, yeah.
I was playing ranked. I don't know. I forget who I was watching. It could have just been to because HCS, the season 2 or like the new year or year 2 I should say of Halo Championship Series started up.
Right, right.
The qualifiers for the next major or for major 1. And I could have been that I was kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, Halo's starting to get back at like optics, starting to play again. So I was like, oh, let me, give it a go. Because I played a little bit of this season that they had going on, the free season, but not too much. And yeah, I was on. I was playing game. Obviously, felt great. Multiplayer actually felt really good. There was one game I got trolled. A guy on our team just kept running around shooting his teammates and nading
Of
his own
course,
teammates. So, but that was
of course.
one game out of all of them, and then I got back because I think it had me in like platinum MMR, like high plat, and then so I got back to diamond one. Diamond one being the lowest of diamond, and then it's onyx afterwards, which is like supposed to be like where the highest rank,
The highest
and then
rank
it goes
there.
MMR like that. So and I was having fun. I just BR start for me is still Halo. I know people get annoyed with it and stuff, and they feel like it's cheese. They rather start regular guns, but I like starting with a battle rifle. It just feels like Halo to me.
It's Halo. I
You
mean,
know?
starting with a battle rifle is Halo. It doesn't. I mean,
Yeah,
right? Or am I being
I
weird? It's
think
like
so. I think it's synonymous. I think you can't have Halo without having a BR. It's just
yeah. Look, Turp is saying it's the only
well.
way. Like it's like, I mean, obviously not the only way.
When it comes to Halo, he
It's
is the
something.
epitome of fucking Halo.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I mean, to us it's the obvious way, but the only way to go. But apparently not. They went some other way.
yes,
Um, yeah, man. But
yeah. So
all right,
just
so a
so
little
just
Halo, and
getting
you
back
didn't
some
play the new
Halo again.
maps? No, not the new map, but the
Yeah.
Forge map.
Well, it's so yeah. No. Well, technically they were both the Forge maps. The new maps that they were playing because they're in ranked now. So they have Pit now in ranked, which
Oh,
plays
right,
pretty
pit,
fun.
pit, pit, pit.
They had Pit in there. They also had the other two maps. I forget their names. Acolyte, something with Nay, and then the other ones. Somebody will have to help me with that. I'm sorry. We play them. There are a lot more Slayer games too. There's not as many. There's objective games, but I think it's not. It's more. I definitely had more Slayer games than more objective games in my rank session. So that was also
Really?
kind of refreshing. Yeah, I mean, which could be a little trolly too sometimes. Obviously, if you have people that aren't keeping up.
Of
Um,
course.
but yeah, so I definitely appreciate the Slayer games. So because I felt like before, like they made like these changes, we were barely getting Slayer games. Like you would just get, and then it would be the same map. It would just be streets. It would be capture the flag streets. It would be oddball streets. It would be stronghold street. It would be
To be
every
strong,
other
yeah, yeah.
fucking mode on streets for a time, and then maybe you'd get the one Slayer game on like live fire or whatever, and like that would be cool. So I think they do a good job now. This is my gameplay Turpin. Yes, and you probably just joined. I shouted you out for sharing the Steam library. I appreciate that because this was me from 8 o'clock this morning until now, 2 hours just playing, man, having a ball with Hogwarts, and we're talking about obviously a little Halo, obviously some
Literally,
League.
Turpin. We logged on. And it was like I'm playing Hogwarts. I'm like, I hate you. That was how we
So
started our
good, man.
day. Like that was it right there. It was just like I hate
Yep.
you. So I was
Obviously,
like,
League played some League with Turpin last night as well too.
yeah.
Had a lot of fun with that. Jeremy and our buddy Bode. It's always a good time. And yeah, it was just a lot of gaming. Obviously excited about the topics and stuff we talk about for the week. And I got some stuff going on later too. I'm becoming an elk. Joining joining an elk farm. So yeah, I'm becoming
Yeah.
an elk. So I got
like
orientation tonight of all
like the
nights.
whole like the whole hey guy like the suggestion you had for the show today. I'm like, bro, why you even don't even bro? You gonna be coming out? Go ahead, do it, bro.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah, yeah.
do it.
So I was
Oh
like,
yeah, fuck that.
I mean, because I'm not. Listen, once again, my team's not in the Super Bowl. It's not like I don't like to watch football. If my team's not involved in it, I'm not that guy. but I'm like also not like, I need to go out to a Super Bowl party and go watch like, but they
Right,
are but
right,
they are
right.
doing the event at the lodge as like an orientation, which is kind of cool.
That's cool. That's
So
cool.
yeah, I'm gonna go and hang out over there and catch a little bit of the game, probably have some food and meet some of the other people that are joining in this
I mean,
class and
you're
stuff.
like me. We don't have any horses in this race, but who are you going for, if anybody?
I think the Eagles, and I think it's
Okay,
only
NFC. Keep it
yeah,
there. Yeah.
yeah. I think it's Eagles, and it's not that I don't like the Chiefs. It's just also too I am that guy where it's like I'm not gonna just root for the team that my team plays against. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah,
we're in the same
yeah.
division. It's like I'm not just gonna be because I root for
Don't
an
make the
AFC
division
team.
proud. Yeah.
Yeah, because I root for an AFC team that I gotta stay with the AFC bullshit. No, I don't. It's
You
like no,
really
I don't.
don't. Yeah, yeah.
You think I rooted for fucking Houston? It's like
Mm,
no, no, I don't.
I don't know. I'm like in between. Like I can care less who wins. Obviously, my Niners lost, but
Right.
um, I think if I'm cheering for anybody, it's Philadelphia. It's
Yeah.
the Eagles. Yeah, it's the Eagles. I think they're hungry. They want it. They they're talking all the shit they need to be talking. So I think they get it. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate that my team wasn't there.
Almost.
Quarterback getting
They,
hurt.
they
Almost.
were closer than my fucking team. Tell you that much.
It's the same story here with the Niners. They get this far, and it's like injuries prevent them to get further. It's like, come on with these injuries at the wrong time.
Mm.
But no, I go for Philly. I go for Philly. I ain't that fan. I can't see. I know people in my life, and I won't shout them. I won't even say a name of it, but I know people in life that they like if they're a diehard fan of a team, they'll either root against I should be rooting against Philly because they beat the Niners
Yeah,
for that instance,
for sure.
or not rooted like my team's done. I'm over it. That's it. I can't watch it no more. No, I'll watch it. I'll watch the game. I won't be into it like if it was the Niners, my team, but I'll watch it. We're gonna have my wife's getting us like I guess wings or pizza. We're gonna have like a little Super Bowl get together like amongst us in the house and watch a little bit of it because the family tradition is with the Super Bowl is like commercials and the halftime. So we
Sure.
love the halftime
And the
performances.
food,
So
right? I was gonna say if you're hanging out, you're
and the
doing all
food.
that. The food,
Mm-hmm.
whether you're doing wings or you're doing classic like burgers, hot
Mm-hmm.
dogs, whatever.
Burgers, hot dogs,
Yeah.
sausages, or
Yep.
pizza. Yeah.
Whatever. Exact pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always like that's what I mean. It's like I'm not like, oh, I need wings for football. Like, wings are cool, but it's like I'm also down for like pizza, like party food. Like, you know
Pizza,
what I
yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
just
yeah.
any
That's
type of
what to
like
the wife. But the wife's like, oh,
party
like
food.
she's all talking about like making like this. Like, oh, what do you want me to make? I'm like, just buy fucking pizza.
That's what I'm saying.
Buy
My aunt was
easy
going
shit. You
crazy
don't have
like
to.
that. My aunt was going. She was
Yeah,
like, "Oh, we could do wings. I could do that. I could do that."
buy a
I
couple of
said,
boxes of pizzas. We get to
"It's
go. That's it.
it's literally me and you, and technically it's you. It's not even me. I'm gonna be somewhere
Right?
where
Is
I
that
don't know.
even you?
I don't
Right,
look
right,
fun. So
right.
it's like So she went out to the store. She bought a steak for herself this morning and some nice vegetables and shit. I was like, "That's it. Enjoy." You know what I mean? Because she's
Yeah,
not. I
enjoy.
don't think she's gonna watch it. She might watch it for the commercials, but she's not into football like that. So
Casually, yeah. That's
yeah,
what I'm gonna do today.
exactly.
I'm gonna watch it casually. I'm not gonna be like all into it. Where it's like, you gotta just casually. I'm gonna watch it, watch the commercials come through, and then obviously Rihanna performing at the halftime show,
Yes.
cramming 40, what is it, 20, 30 plus years of her career into 13 minutes.
It
So
hasn't been that long. It's been long. She's definitely been around for a while. I would say probably like 17 years, something like close to 20 years. I'd say.
close to 20 years
Yeah,
is what she's putting on in a 13-minute show.
yeah,
What
it's
she said.
wild.
It's like,
I can't.
it's
Yeah,
gonna be wild. Yeah.
it's
So
fucking
I can't, and
insane.
it's the first time she does a live performance since because she's been away for a while, with her pregnancy and all that stuff. So, it's gonna be the first time we see her publicly. So it should be good. It should be really, really good.
Yeah,
Uh,
after having the kid and stuff like that. But she's been active too because she basically took over, the whole beauty space with the Savage X Fenty.
oh yeah, with the
If you're
Savage, yeah.
if you're a female, you're into that stuff, lingerie and everything. She like cornered the market. It's like Victoria who? It's like sorry.
Mhm.
So she's been doing that and really having a lot of success. And also too, if you had that much success launching something like that, it's like you might not necessarily rush to go back to, what obviously made you popular and famous in the first place, which was
Yeah,
obviously her artistry, her music and stuff. But if you could be successful in something else and do the family life thing as well, kids, because it's a lot. Because it's not like you could make music with artists. You think about it. You make
well, here's
music,
the
then you
thing.
got to go sell the music. You got to tour the
You
music.
gotta
You have
tour
to,
it. Yep.
to really make money off of it.
And
You
those
have to
tours are
tour.
gruesome, man. They're
Yeah.
really they're gauntlet, man. They're really tough gauntlet. I've seen like specials on the
Especially
what
for
goes
an art
like
and
the
act
behind
like
the
her
scenes
and
stuff,
act like her, the world tour,
and
that
then
everything that's involved with that. Shit.
oh yeah, I mean she's worked. Here's the beauty of that though. She's worked like hard and long enough to get to this point. Where the work life balance is something she can do.
Yeah.
Um, as long as she doesn't feel the need that she has to be in the limelight. Because you get those artists and then musicians that need to be in the limelight. They feel like they need to be in it all the time just to be relevant. I don't think she feels that way. I think she's like, my music carries me, and now it's time for family. Time for family, and every now and then I could do the work stuff.
Right.
I don't think she's pressed that way anymore. As far as I need to be in the spotlight the whole entire time. I mean, she just started poking her head out a couple of weeks ago because of Super Bowl, and look how popular she's still popular. She's Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, man. So yeah, so that was my
That's
week. Excited for what about you? What have you been up to?
me looking forward to trying to get my points up to get this game that you're playing on screen right there.
Word.
So I definitely want to get my hands on that. But been playing more Warzone, getting wins. It's starting to get really easy to get wins. Not easy, I wouldn't say easy, but like I'm getting patterns and I'm figuring out ways to get like kills and like the movement of it, and I'm getting used to that sort of stuff, which sucks because it's all changing this week.
Right.
And we'll talk about that. But been playing that. Madden dropped on Game Pass, so I've been playing that.
Played a little bit of that myself
Uh,
too. That's fun.
I got two separate files going. One franchise for solo for myself, and then one with my son.
Nice.
Both with the Niners, obviously. But we've been playing like that. But the game is, I was playing it right before we went live. Game is fun, man. The game is good. It's solid. The tweaks they did to it, the updates, like on the offensive side, how you can pick what kind of passing you want to do is pretty awesome. So learning that new aspect of the game, new feature.
It's
The
been a while
defense
since
is
you played
tweaked
a
up.
Madden game, right?
It's been
Yeah.
well. I touched like I touch them like last year. I touched it the year
Yeah.
before that when they hit Game Pass. But I don't as far as buying them and
Yeah.
religiously
You don't go
playing them.
look. You don't go looking
I
for
don't
it.
go.
Yeah.
I don't go looking for it. Yeah. This one's solid. This one's good. I've been playing it a couple of days down a row, which says a lot when I play a sports title. Like sports with me is not unless it's MLB The Show. I'm not really playing it like that. But this I've been playing for a couple of days, so it's pretty good.
Nice.
Wrapping up High Five.
Yep.
So doing that, trying to get the 1,000 on that. Looking forward to what releases this week. There's a lot of stuff releasing this week. One of those is Atomic Heart, I believe. Comes out on Game Pass either this week or next. And like movies, Ant-Man's coming out, but I didn't do much last week. I just chilled a lot of chilling. Played a little, just more and more Madden and Warzone throughout the week. And
Yeah.
I re-downloaded some of the games we're gonna be talking about today, like Apex. Re-downloaded that, so.
Nice.
But it's been a slow week. It hasn't been nothing really like huge or nothing like that. Been taking off like Twitter, that kind of stuff, social media, giving myself a break to reset my brain,
Sure.
that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
that's it. Nothing big. My son's the one that's been playing. I've been watching my son play Hogwarts. That's pretty
Word.
much what I've been doing. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
No.
No, it's good. That sounds. I mean, it sounds good, man. And yeah, just to clarify too, Atomic Heart. It is the beginning of next week. It's weird. It's a Tuesday.
It is
Tuesday
next
the
week.
21st. Yeah.
This week coming up Tuesday.
No, the following.
The last week. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this week is we getting the
second to last week.
updates. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
getting
this
the updates this week.
updates right. Well,
Oh,
that's
Wild
one
Heart.
of our
There you go.
topics. Yes, Wild Heart is
Yeah,
this
that
week.
comes-
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, we're gonna jump right into it as well too. After we shout out the chat,
Let's shout out
because
the chat.
we got some Brits in the chat, man. We got the Brits.
And we're talking while we're doing our pod. We're talking. Yeah, we're doing the negotiations.
We got the boys from across the pond. What's up, man?
I see it. So we got Timber in the house. What's up? Always a pleasure. Support
Brazil.
100%. I see. As Jenna, my favorite redhead. So I got Brazil and my favorite redhead, and then not to be behind is my favorite bald man, which is BMG. He's in the chat.
It's fucked up. I'm bald
BMG's
too.
also in the chat. We're all bald. Trust me.
By choice, though. By choice.
Except for like Jenna, and I don't know what's Timber's like. I don't know what he looks like, but Jenna, the redhead, my favorite redhead. So everybody else is bald in this chat, and then we got Turpin. Shout out to Turpin as well.
Yeah, man.
Who hooked my brother up with some Harry Potter. Well, I wouldn't say Harry Potter, but
Wizarding
Hogwarts.
World. Yeah,
Wizarding World.
Believe me, I've tried very hard to say Wizarding World. I want to say Harry Potter every time I say Wizarding World, so it's fine. Like I'm making I'm making a conscious effort to say Wizarding World instead of referring to it as Harry Potter.
And then we got Reborn just joined the chat. I got Reborn in the chat. Another one playing Wizarding World.
Yeah,
I hate all you guys. Like the fact that you guys are playing this and I'm sitting here going, man, I hate you guys. I hate it. But yeah, shout out to the chat, man. Thank you guys for being here on another beautiful, at least for me, it's beautiful Sunday.
Yes.
Outside. I mean, it's I don't even know it's like 70 degrees outside. So it's beautiful weather. But yeah, man. thank you guys for coming in and take the time out of your Sunday afternoon to see
Yep.
or hear us.
Yeah,
Oh,
so shout out obviously to everybody in the chat, all the lurkers as well too, and all the audio listeners as well, and everybody getting the replays. Nick was tweeting actually while we were talking about this. Now I was like, "Yo, we need you to hold down replay Mondays," and
oh,
he's
he
like,
sold on Replay Mondays.
"Yeah."
Yeah,
He goes, "Replay Mondays
yeah.
turned into replay on several days throughout the week, due
Yeah,
to having a job and
life,
needing to
man.
support these damn kids."
Nah, shout out to my brother there, man. It's been rough with him with the work and the family and
He's
all that stuff.
grinding,
Like
man. He's grinding,
he's
doing the
grinding
family
he's
shit,
grinding
man.
it out there though. He's grinding with the family and the
Absolutely.
work and shout out to my brother Nick.
That's the homie. That's the homie.
Yeah, sure.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, let's get into this fucking
Let's
topic.
get into it.
So,
What's happening?
listen, in case you didn't realize, yeah, we actually are a Call of Duty podcast.
We are a Call of Duty
Yeah, we
podcast.
are a Call of
We
Duty podcast.
genuinely we are. That's what we
Yeah,
do.
yeah, pretty much. Whenever there's Call of Duty news, we talk about it. And there's a lot of Call of Duty news this week.
There's a lot of Call of Duty news.
Starting with this right here, this little splash. We'll start with the top here. But this was the blog that they put out for your path in Season 2 of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 launching February 15th. Yay! Not the only BR getting a fucking update, so...
Not the only one, but yay.
But
So
yay.
it's only been 4 months Call of Duty.
Dude, and I'm just gonna cut right into it. I'll just say, like, hardcore mode. Like, I'm just gonna start with that,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
we'll just talk about
Mm-hmm.
everything else. But they're finally adding hardcore mode, amongst a lot of other shit that they're
Oh
adding.
my god.
But we're finally getting traditional Call of Duty hardcore. None of this tier one. I don't know.
The way it was.
I didn't fully read through this, by the way. Did you fully read through this? Because I think we're gonna
Yeah,
experience
I
this
did.
together. Okay. Did they talk about tier one?
Not in detail, but
Right,
yeah,
that's what I
no.
mean. Like, I glanced over this, but I wanted
Mhm.
fresh reactions, things like that. You know, pod shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So we're gonna go over this together, but I don't know if they're gonna take away tier one. I still don't know what's gonna be the deal, or if they're just gonna have like
Well,
a
the
separate.
wording they're using is replacing tier 1.
Okay, well, so there you go.
That's
Good,
the
good
word they're
riddance.
using. So, I mean, they've done that before, because remember, I said that tier 1 was already part of Modern Warfare 2019.
Yeah.
It was that night vision goggle map thing. That's what tier 1 was. And they got rid of it back then. But they try to bring it right back. And who knows, tier 1 could try to rear his head again.
Yeah, that's true.
But for the they did use the word replacing tier 1. So hopefully it's hardcore going forward, not no tier 1.
So they put this. Oh yeah, there's carton for season 2 here. Let's see. Obviously, big Warzone 2.0 updates. Ashika Island.
Yes, which
So
is the resurgence map.
your resurgence map essentially. It's your Alcatraz, your small insert smaller BR map that you've seen in the previous Warzone.
Medium to well, yeah, small to medium.
Yeah, small to medium sized map where it's just going to be consistent and constant chaos, like all those modes that thrive on the smaller maps as well too. Like
Mm-hmm.
the 4v4s are just dropping in and then dying, and then at one point they just stop the ability to respawn and shit, and then eventually circle gets smaller, and
it's popular among because a lot of
it's not
people
100. I
have been
don't think it's
asking for it back,
150 people too. I think they kind of lower the lobbies a little bit if I remember correctly.
I would hope so because I don't want that to be crowded, but I think
Imagine.
it goes down to like 100 or something.
Something like it's still a lot. It's still a lot of people. It's still a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
But that's gonna be.
I like it. I'm digging the theme. The whole Japanese, feudal Japan type stuff. I'm looking at because it has in the very middle of that map of island.
Is it castle?
Is
that castle?
It's castle from World at War. Yeah.
Okay, so that is castle from World at War. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
And so you'd hope you would hope that we would potentially be getting that back, maybe as a map. I don't know. I'm still waiting for the Universal Call of Duty where it's just like all those good maps that we all love to play. I mean, just
man, I keep saying it. Overgrown. I want Overgrown. Bring me Overgrown, please. Overgrown needs to be part of this whole game experience, especially with this movement, they got going on. Like Overgrown, big beautiful block. Because I want some sniper offs happening.
Yeah, because that's how those traditional maps played. So it's like they play like the movement and stuff. This Call of Duty is definitely more akin to those classic Call of Duties, the Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2s, as far as movement's concerned, where you pretty much have to hold down irons and hold down a lane and do all. I mean, yeah, you could run around and be cracked out and stuff like that, and still do that. But and be mobile. There's ways that you could still move around the map and get around and stuff. But it's definitely not like how it was in the most recent years.
Oh no, definitely. I played when I played Search with you guys. That it felt like a search match again.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like people just rushing to kill each other and forgetting about that. Oh, there's an actual bomb you gotta plant. Like it felt like a search and destroy game because the movement made that happen. And I get it. There's a community that loves movement. They like that whole slide canceling that stuff. But this is not it. I hope they stick to that rotation too, where Treyarch does the the fast motion movement
Right.
thing. Infinity Ward, because remember there was a time when Call of Duty was separate. Like you knew who did what. Like you knew this year's Infinity Ward, I know what to expect. That next year's Treyarch, I know what to expect. It's kind of all blended in over the years' time, where it's like people don't realize that they're two different companies
Yeah.
anymore. Or
Well,
developers
you know what
doing
it
the
is
game.
too, and we're going to talk about it in our next topic, which is very similar to this topic. It'll be a nice segue, and I don't want to spoil it too much, but just that fact that it's such a commutative effort now with all the studios at Activision, like the COD studios and stuff, where it's like, yeah, you have your main focal team, like whose COD is this
Mm-hmm.
year? It's like, okay, it's, coming up now. It's Sledgehammer, but like, what are they known for? And it's like, but they're not the only ones working. Everybody's got their hands in the cookie jar now,
Right, they have the main
for better or
studio, but they
worse.
literally have support studios like up and down that
And
list,
the
and I get a
support
lot,
studios
not
are the
some, but
other
a lot.
AAA, and the
Yeah.
support studios are the other AAA studios
Mm-hmm.
now, bringing what they do best in their versions of their Call of Duty into the game. So, yeah, so none of that, and like I said, we're gonna talk about it. None of that 2-year cycle shit. That's right out the fucking window.
Right out the window. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a little bit
So
more
yeah, so
coming.
resurgence mode. So we
Love
talked
the
about that
game.
resurgence mode on the new map, new contracts, public events, and more. That's interesting. So none of that's
Dude, public events, fucking finally, bro. Like you, like that. I was saying this to your brother. I'm like,
yeah.
they missing like events during this throughout the season. Like if they would have thrown an event, maybe two in this 4 months they had like of this season, that would have been perfect to balance out the dry spell they're having right now.
Yep.
But it's like there was no events, no nothing. I'm like, oh my god, they're missing even. If they could just run events,
Yeah.
it'd be awesome.
Outside
But
of the
listen
black
to bring
site,
that back.
outside of the black site stuff, and outside of going for a nuke, which by the way, if you've been living under a rock and not playing Warzone 2, you win 5 Warzone games in a row. You unlock the ability
Jesus
to
Christ.
go, yeah. So you got to win 5 in a row, get your contract. Once everybody has a contract, it's similar to like Warzone when you get not Warzone but DMZ or not DMZ. What was the single player that they did?
The
the
single
like the,
player
the single player
for
co-op, the raid experience, like how you
oh
get a con
the raid.
right.
Okay,
So like
yeah.
when you only one person needs the contract to unlock it for the rest of the party members, but so like when you use yours, the other people that have it don't have to use theirs. So same thing with the nuke. Like you get, if you're a party of 4 and you win the 5 games in a row, only one person has to burn the contract, and then you could try to go for
Yeah.
the nuke. And then like so essentially you would get 4 chances with the squad to try to get the nuke, because you only
Now
have to hit the contract one time. But that in
it
itself
only
too.
has to be one person in the party that's going for the five, like for the nuke. Only one person has to have 5 wins in a row.
That's correct. And
Because
because
you
that
can
whether
disband
yes,
and
that
like I mean that's ridiculous. But you can disband, like you can literally go in on 5 different wins with 5 different squads, which is impossible probably. And then once you get that contract activated, you can go in a whole different squad and still get that activated contract.
yes.
Um, but it's ridiculous, man. It's 5 Warzone wins in a row, whether it be solo, quad, duos, whatever,
Yeah.
trios in a row. And then you open up the contract and you got to get pieces of the nuke to put together so that then you can go ahead and arm it. And then you got to protect the bomb by arming it.
While the
Now,
entire lobby knows exactly where you are, because once you
while
pick
the
up,
entire
yeah,
lobby, yes, you're
you
pinged for the entire lobby. It tells
yeah,
them where you're at exactly, alive, ping. And not only that, but then you have to fight the forces of getting, disconnected,
yeah.
that kind of stuff. So you have
Well,
to fight those forces because it's unfortunate when you're on the 5th win and you lag out. Like you literally lag out, you lose all that. Like
yeah.
if your game crashes, you don't continue off of that, which is crazy.
And supposedly another thing as well too, which my brother was experiencing a lot of, like when we were playing DMZ a lot, and I think they were talked about in patch notes, about fixing. I don't know if it was coming with this patch or if they have been doing it when we were running DMZ, but
Mm.
fixing those dropouts, because even in DMZ it was happening as well too. Like we'd be in a run, and like before you
Yes,
realize it, he would just time out and be like, "Oh, that's fucked," and then like he loses everything.
and you
Like
lose
he would
everything.
lose,
Yeah.
can't log back in, so he whatever gear that he had, bring it in. If he had anything to
That was
go and
just that's
extract
just
with,
Infinity Ward. That's just Infinity Ward. Making sure you guys are getting ready for the wipe. That's all.
yeah.
That's how they get people ready for the wipe. Oh, you guys didn't get kicked out at all? Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
That
you
was
need
part of the
to.
wipe.
Yeah, you need to experience this.
Yeah, it's the pre lobby. That's the pre whatever of the wipes. Yeah, that's how it feels. It's
So,
crazy,
but
man.
here with the resurgence, supposedly they're saying Ashika Island 30% larger than previously small maps. That's pretty dope. And then they actually had
Oh,
a
okay.
they had a deep dive vlog into it, which we don't need to get into here. This is going to be like more or less overview. It comes out in a few days, so everybody will be able to try it out
Wednesday, the
as
15th. Yeah.
well. Yeah, it's literally the 15th, so 3 days. Um, so pretty exciting stuff. Here they're still gonna have. Oh, they actually tell you all the game modes here. Perfect size for Resurgence. Frantic game mode returning from Call of Duty Warzone, the first one, Warzone 1.0. Available for all squad sizes, solo, duos, trios, and quads. With the regular playlist updates throughout the season, Resurgence allows for multiple respawns as long as one squad member is still standing. So, like, if you ever get squad wiped, like, that's it. Like, you're done. But as long as
Oh,
one
just like
person's
the other ones.
alive,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
squad
just like
wipe.
the other
Yeah.
one, which is pretty dope, actually. And
I
then
think
it's
what
still
they're
like
adding to
standing.
both this mode and the regular Warzone mode now is collecting a tag.
Okay.
I don't know if it's in this little blockade thing, but like collecting a tag to get your like um.
That
So
might
for
be. Is
instance,
this here? Restore Honor? Is that what you're talking about here? Launch
yeah, I think that's what
Resurgence?
it's called. Restore Honor. Yeah, that's probably right there. Restore Honor, where you have to collect the tag or something.
Right
I
here. So,
wasn't too
yep. So, we'll
sure of
go
that.
into it right here. So, it is called Restore Honor. New feature. Launch Resurgence. So, on Ashika Island, it takes incredible courage to return to where you once fell in battle. Courage that is worthy of
Yeah.
some valuable rewards. Every operator on Ashika Island will drop a dog tag upon death once per
Mhm.
match Resurgence, which can either be picked up by a squad mate or themselves after redeploying. Doing so grants a small cash reward as well as single
Oh,
UAV ping that marks both enemy threats and nearby supply boxes. That's
oh,
dope.
there you go. That's
Yeah.
dope.
Whether
Yeah,
it's finding out who downed a squad mate or getting a head start on rebuilding a loadout, choosing to restore honor is a solid strategy for continued survival. That's really
that's
cool.
pretty cool.
Yep.
I like that.
The new contract search and seizure in season resurgence. So this is not coming.
Yeah, when it says in season, I realize what that means. That means it's
Yeah.
in season. That's why I give it a mid season
Yeah,
refresh.
in addition to contracts originally in the Battle Royale modes like Safecracker and Bounty, Sheik Island will have an additional contract search and seizure. Take up for cash and other in-match rewards expected to go live in season. Cool. So they're working on it. So what is it? Search and seizure involves reclaiming a stolen vehicle, either an SUV or a patrol boat,
Mhm.
from Shadow Company forces somewhere on the island. After you accept the contract, your vehicle's approximate location is revealed on the minimap and as a marker in the
Ah,
overworld.
that's cool.
Operators must neutralize any Shadow Company forces guarding the vehicle, pick up the key drop one of those soldiers, get the vehicle safely to the designated drop off point. Expect heavy resistance en route to this destination. The Shadow Company has been rumored to have their hands on some powerful hardware, ready to repel operators
They're doing
venturing
like
into the
meta
island.
games. It's pretty cool. Meta
It's
games
pretty.
inside the
And then
actual
here
game.
was
Yeah.
it the new public event data heist. So
Ooh. Also
download,
in
yeah,
season.
during the second circle collapse, 3 uplink stations will come online. Basically, it's just another way to like earn XP and cash. Like, outside of just like there's multiple
Yeah.
shit
Yeah.
where people are going to be able to do outside of just like let's all go because initially once people realized oh let's all go to safe crackers like that was it like you had to just go and get the safe bounties,
Yeah.
and I think
Yeah.
adding stuff like this it just kind of spreads that out a little bit, and makes it so you get a little long longevity. Because don't you love the fact when you drop somewhere, especially if you don't think you're dropping hot, and
Yeah.
then you end up
Yeah.
landing,
Yeah.
and then there's like 7 different teams going for the one
Oh,
objective
bro.
because they all
Yeah.
thought like, oh, we could land here, get our
You had a
shit, and
pistol.
then just go and fight, and then you end up fighting the entire server because everybody had the same bright fucking idea, you know.
Hmm.
So it's cool for definitely adding just different things to keep other people occupied. Like, and this is more or less like PVE kind of stuff as well too that you're doing because
Yeah.
you're facing more
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
UI. Which some people will say like, I don't, like there are people that are definitely like AI and the BR is kind of like meh. Like I've definitely heard that kind of side of
Yeah.
it. I don't
Yeah.
mind it because I think if you like you just it keeps you on your
I
toes and
don't
it,
I don't mind it. I just don't like when it's in this final circles. Like
yeah,
it sucks when this final circles have the AI involved because it's like, oh my god, like it's because now and these AI sometimes when you're in battle you can't tell the difference between an AI or a damn real person sometimes because these AI sometimes will beam you and you think it's a damn real person. I don't know how many times I've told you in chat, oh, a guy over here, team over here, and you're like, no, bro, that's AI. Yeah, 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 that too.
yeah, no, and then just knowing like even like to differentiate the difference between like AI and then actual real people and stuff like that. So like with the diamonds filled or not filled, and just knowing that. And
Yeah,
then I
from the
didn't realize that
UAV.
I didn't realize they keep spawning near their like what the black not the black sites but
But yeah,
what do they
no,
call
not the
them?
black site, the strongholds.
The strongholds. They keep respawning. I'm like sitting over there like, and then I forget who told me. I think it was Freeze or it was Money that said, "Yo, they'll keep coming back." I said, "Okay," because I would have just been sitting here shooting bots, I guess, for the
Yeah,
rest of
no,
the
they keep
server.
coming back. What I like though is that they have that ping, UAV ping every
Yes.
so often. Which I didn't even know that was a thing. I was like,
Yep.
okay, yeah.
Once you
And
take
this
one
is cool right
over,
here.
this is crazy. Yeah. So there's a few things here. So they said season 2 will include several notable changes to Warzone 2.0, including Gulag will host 1v1 duels.
Yes, 1v1.
Okay. Changes to armor plate vest and backpacks in Battle Royale. Customizable packages and loadouts, which is also
Yes,
huge as well
customizable
too.
perk.
Yeah, only took them 4 months. No, I'm kidding. It actually wasn't that long.
Well,
The game come out
they
in
don't they sneakily took away what's that one everybody's been using? It was broken.
high.
Bird's eye.
Yeah, bird's eye. Okay.
They sneakily took that perk away. It was so broken because all it did was ping the map over and over again. It's
Yeah.
like it was so broken. So they took it away. They didn't say nothing about it, but it's gone.
So this is something that they added for Caldera actually, which is also very Apex.
Balloons, right? It was the
Yeah,
balloons.
the balloons, the
Yeah,
drop balloons. So they have them here set up, which is kind of cool. They look, really nice and futuristic as well, or current,
very
modern
Joni.
maybe. Yep.
Yeah,
So you jump up and then essentially just be able to redeploy quickly, without having to use a vehicle. Just individually do it. Probably gonna make like a really loud noise when you do it as well too, when you're going up. So it'd be
I
interesting
see
to see. Like, hopefully you
this
don't get
happening a lot.
soundboard.
He's on the rope and shooting the chopper, the helicopter. Like I
Yeah,
see that happening.
if you have your gun out and you're doing like, imagine like having a rocket and
Mm,
going
a
up and then being
rocket.
able to, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
start doing some like only in battlefield moments and shit.
Now these drones can be shot down, by the way.
The actual redeploy drones.
Yeah, because they move around the map. They like when the circle's getting
Uh,
smaller, they relocate.
oh, that's
So
cool.
they can be shot. Like even if you're on it going up the rope, they can shoot it down, and then you parachute, but from a short range.
Oh, okay. Use a redeploy drone. Simply hook a cable, drive to it. After ascending to where the drone is hovering in the sky, operator will be launched in the direction they're facing, allowing them to parachute down safely. While ascending, operators can rotate around the cable to best position. Nice. And they could hip fire weapons and detach at any point. Very good. These new drones have few differences compared to the redeploy balloons. Notably, they can relocate to a safe area after a short period if they're within the circle's collapse. Only a certain number of drones will be repositioned each circle collapse with all drones. So it's not like there's going to be 18 fucking redeploy
No, no,
drones
no,
like
no. It's
around.
gonna be
Like,
a
it's
few,
a
and they
limited number.
they'll just keep yeah, they just keep moving around the map
Yeah,
until there's like the final circle. And there's no more.
which is pretty cool. Downside, their high tech nature makes them easy targets to lock on missiles. Okay, so they're telling you what it's going to require to basically shoot them down. They're
Hey,
too
how do we get people
expensive.
to use more missiles in Warzone? Oh, we just put these drones up and let them lock onto it.
Exactly. Too expensive for an operator to replace. Instead, new drones will fly in after a short time if there's an available safe location to hover over.
Mm.
And then they have new combatants. So there's a
Oh,
new
this guy.
AI,
Yeah. Oh
Rusher.
yeah.
That's great. Can't wait.
Oh
That's gonna
yeah.
be, yeah.
He has no health, but the way they make it seem is that he's gonna rush you with a knife,
Yeah, he's a
and
glass
he's
cannon that's gonna be able to like two
oh
shot you
lord.
pretty much. He melee you
Mm-hmm.
twice, and then it's like you get knocked. So that's gonna be
Yep.
a lot of fun. Uh, okay, rushers are meant to be down just as quickly as their sprint, especially in confined indoor spaces. Yeah, so they're gonna be like hiding in a closet. Like, imagine hitting a stronghold or something, and then
Oh
you
yeah,
don't
if they
check
pop
like
out
your
of the
corner, and he
closet,
just pops out and just like murks you. That's great. Can't wait.
oh, get ready for me to scream loud in my streams.
So AI only appearing though under certain conditions, such as during data heist. Okay, so they nerfed when he actually shows up, which isn't the worst in the
Okay,
world.
man. They need to nerf the fucking shooting they do. You could be far away from damn stronghold and they still shooting you, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
So, and this is another part too. DMZ part, obviously, since they updated Warzone, DMZ gets a little update. Expansion to Ashika Island, new Crown faction. So there's another faction as well that they're adding for the
Yeah, so they're gonna
contracts.
rotate. I guess I don't know if you get to pick it or it rotates on its own automatically between the two maps.
Yeah.
You know, Almazar or this, and like to do the extraction zone, which one
Yep.
you want. I don't know if they're gonna let you choose or not, but that'd be cool if they let you choose.
So they're
But
saying here, so Season 2 operators will begin their journey again in a new exclusion zone to infiltrate Ashika Island. As mentioned, Infinity Ward's blog, Season 2 will see DMZ experience its first reset. So that's another thing where it was like, so here's my quick take on this one, being a Tarkov player. I don't, I don't mind, I guess, that they're resetting it necessarily, but it's not like, because it's different. Like when Tarkov talks about a wipe, when they wipe Tarkov, literally you're a new player, you're wiped, you're done. The
Everybody's
mode's
new.
in beta. Like everybody's to square one. Whatever you're gonna start off with, whatever edition of the game you have, you get wiped down to your starting rubles, your starting gear, and then everybody starts. None of your characters and leveled up and stuff. With this, it's like your progression in the game in DMZ specifically. It's not like you get to keep a lot of the things. Like a lot of the stuff that you unlock is cosmetic. Like XP, double
Yeah.
XP, and stuff like that. So you're not keeping too much. I mean, it's like I'm indifferent. It's like I don't think there was a reason necessarily to, unless I'm missing something and I didn't get too
The, the,
far enough in the DMZ
the
thing.
thing for me though is that what the issue for me here is that the communication was not from day one on the DMZ mode. Yes, it's a
Well,
beta.
it's
It's the
beta,
first
and
time
that's
they've
why they
done
get
this.
away with that. You know what I
They
mean?
get
It's
away
like,
with that,
yeah,
but they need to really like if you telling people like beforehand, hey, this DMZ experience is plays like this, and that.
yeah,
Okay, you set the expectations moving forward. But when you're not even setting those expectations and people playing DMZ, not knowing, I mean, you can easily say, "Oh, but it plays like Tarkov." Why wouldn't you know that? Because it's not Tarkov.
right,
And Tarkov is PC. It's not a console game.
correct. There's
You
a
know,
lot of
so
people, right? So they
there's a lot
yeah,
of lost in translation things there. Like you can't
uh-huh,
tell just anybody, "Oh, it plays like Tarkov." Literally, me up until last year was like, "What the fuck's a Tarkov?"
yeah,
Right? So they still got people out there that does that. So it's like
true.
don't assume it's Turkov.
Imagine what the fuck,
You
what the
got it.
fuck's a Tarkov?
Turkov.
That's funny.
Understood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, it's
yeah.
like right. It's
It's
like
like
you're immediately, somebody says, "Oh, it's like Tarkov," and it's like,
oh,
"Oh,
Tarkov.
oh,
Oh,
Tarkov,"
okay.
right? As if
Ah,
like you spent the last
you
five
know,
years, like me, playing the
yeah,
fucking game.
dummy me. Whew, wow, Tarkov. Now I get it. Like, come on, like you don't. Yeah.
Oh, what is? Oh,
Uh,
are we seeing this right here? We know what this is.
bro, these maps
Wait a
need to come.
second.
Yeah, it's a new point of interest for the Warzone map.
Okay, well, and that was another thing I
You
think
know
I
what
don't know
that
if I
is, all
was.
right?
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
exactly what that is. It's MW2. That's ready,
yeah.
right up there. Okay, you see where my mouse
Mm-hmm.
is? I don't know where my mouse is. I could maybe zoom in a little bit. All right, I
Turn
zoomed
left,
in a
yeah.
lot there. Right up over there.
Oh,
That's one of the first clips where we saw with was it 402 community manager back
mm,
then for Infinity Ward when he standing up there and
bowling.
he was about to get throwing knifed, and then it was the server, like they were showing off host migration because
Yeah.
they
Oh,
finally
remember that shit?
they were
Oh my
finally
god.
bringing in host migration for the original Modern Warfare 2. So they
Oh
were
my
showing it off
god.
because he was about to either get killed or was killed, and then they showed the host migration screen
Oh, you just brought back
reconnecting
some shitty ass
five,
memories with that
four,
whole
three, two,
migration.
one, and then it reconnects, and then he gets sniped right at the top of the hill. So
Oh,
this is dope because I remember this. I mean, cave over to the side, like I remember this map. It's just a lot of fun, man. That's a lot
yeah,
of
you just
memories
brought
right there.
back some memories with that whole host migration shit. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
imagine the good old days.
Ah, the good old days when
So I a
technology
lot
was being learned.
so like a lot of new stuff. This is exciting to definitely try it. I definitely a lot of changes that
Look,
he's
man, 4 months
coming
of a
to it.
season is a long time to have when you
Yeah.
are stuck at 250, which is the level cap they have right now. When
Yes.
your battle pass is completely done, when you know none of these war zone kills and wins, apart from the calling cards that you unlock, are gonna count, at all. Because there's no, once the season starts, it's when they'll start counting. There'll
Right.
be a stat tracker for those type of things.
Yep.
Like there's a lot that was like it was good, launch was solid, but I got dried out really quick. Because you're treating this like a live service game anyway. So it's like
Yeah.
I need content like consistently. So
Oh,
hopefully they got it right,
and
man.
here's the biggest one here. So obviously it took them 4 months from launch, but they delivered on it. We're getting ranked play right there at the start of season 2.
I
So
still don't get why that shit doesn't launch. That's
well,
crazy.
what they got to have something right for the new season.
Right,
I don't know.
content,
They gotta have
content.
right. So rank play. So built for previous iterations, Modern Warfare 2 rank play offers. People weren't excited about rank play in Vanguard. They just didn't like how it was. It just didn't operate the right way. So I think this might be more attuned to how rank play was maybe in Cold War. I'm not 100% sure. Or
Oh, if it's
maybe
like Cold War,
I
woo!
think that realistically speaking, this should just be like the fucking rank play from the original Black Ops 2. Like I don't know why they just
Yeah.
don't do that, but whatever. I digress. Built off of previous iterations,
What
Modern
do
Warfare
we know?
2.
We only pay for the
Yeah,
game. We
yeah,
don't.
yeah,
We don't.
yeah.
We don't.
We only
Yeah.
play the
Yeah.
game, play fucking days, like literally days and days and days of playtime in this fucking game. So yeah, whatever. Anyways,
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2 rank play offers plenty of rewards and bragging rights to those most dedicated to bringing the best operator in multiplayer. So that should be interesting. And definitely a change of pace too. Because rank play is also different than the CDL playlist, of course.
Yeah.
obviously, but it's where the sweats are. It's like a lot of those. Like you would hope that this actually helps your this doesn't take away from skill-based matchmaking in like your normal 6v6 player lobbies, but a lot of the people now will just have something else to go out and grind.
Well,
So
I love like the
you
one
know,
the chamber, that was one of my favorite modes
hmm
in the what do you call that, the what do you call those solo modes,
yeah,
free for all modes.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
free for all party mode. I enjoyed
Yes,
the one the chamber. The gun game was I was not a fan of Infected, not a big fan of him,
gun game
but
was
gun
probably my
game.
favorite. Yeah,
Yes, and One the Chamber were two of the things I like playing a lot, especially like One the Chamber and All or Nothing, because those were the when Black Ops used to do the betting, the what's
oh,
it,
when you
what's
could
it
bet
called?
with the coin. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So those modes were really fun for me when I played them back in those days. But
Yeah,
yeah.
and they're good games to warm up in and just mess around. Like if you don't want to go into that traditional,
Oh yeah, yeah.
having options to go and do other shit besides your I'm gonna go play 6v6 or I'm gonna go play like you know what I mean. Just having multiple options to do it, to do different things. If you're not necessarily in the right headspace of just I'm gonna get in, I'm gonna go play some 6v6 or whatever, is really cool.
What's
Drop
up, Jack?
zone.
What's up, Stubbs?
One in the chamber, all or nothing, set to start the party in season. Also, the return of hardcore, which we already talked about. It's fucking hardcore mode. It's
and,
self-explanatory. It's
and,
just
and new map museum.
yeah. All right, I might actually here. Where do they? Okay, so 4 maps for multiplayer at launch, which is actually dope. But I think they're counting the ground war
It's
maps.
the ground
It's
war
two,
maps,
yeah.
which is two for that, and
So
then
it's
two
like
for regular
it was like
66.
okay. So we'll go with the core maps first. Dome. So they're re-adding Dome from MW2.
MW2, which is already
Original.
on the Warzone map. It's
Ye-
part of the Warzone map, but yeah, they're gonna do
Yes.
it for the CP6.
Yes. So it will be there. Small to medium-sized map built for fast-paced combat. 3 main buildings surrounding a central area. One of these, the iconic dome structure, which has a small catwalk, provides incredible views over most of the map's outdoor space. However, just like the metal grates on the catwalk, can easily be shot through. Oh, so you're not safe up there, which is dope. You can actually shoot through metal
Well,
grates.
the catwalk's brand new. Period. That
Yeah.
wasn't in the original
No.
dome, but the fact that you can shoot through them, I like that.
The
So
sidearms can
nobody's
be
up there
used
camping.
on ladders. Zai Observatory, that's the battle map. Did
Mm-hmm.
they even highlight actually, or did they just say, "Oh, Valder's the museum"? So okay, so they
Oh
didn't
yeah,
put a
you
picture.
got it. Yeah, yeah. I was I showed this to Buddy and your
What
brother.
the
I'm like,
fuck, man?
look how they go into detail and screenshot everything else that's coming as far as map. But look at museum. Nothing. It's like the other core map launching
Yeah.
that when you played in the beta. Have fun.
So
like
this one's cool, and my brother made mention of it as well because Al Malik or Al Malik International, whatever your persuasion, battle map. This is where terminal is, which is really dope actually.
yes,
So on
yes.
the ground war, so that'll be a nice
I'm
little
hoping that's not
area.
how they're bringing these maps. I'm hoping they give us a proper terminal, like a
I
proper
agree.
actual
Yeah, like
CP6
actual
terminal.
six for six version of it,
Yeah.
which yeah. So, but the museum that they took out because of logistical issues and fucking copyright issues and all those other issues,
Oh, let's just
um,
call it what it is. They didn't fucking ask permission. That's all it was.
whatever. Exactly. At that
Yeah.
point, the photo when photogrammetry and taking
Yeah,
pictures
yeah. When you took all you did was take pictures and scan that shit into
yeah,
your game,
and said,
that's truly
look,
copy
it
paste.
said, look, a map, and it's like,
Yeah.
wait, what did you do? Like I don't know, like
Oh
what?
shit, we're gonna call it something else now. Valderis Museum. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay. Great. No pictures. I'm thinking it's probably. It's not gonna be. It's definitely not the museum we played in beta. This is gonna be a whole different, like,
Well, no, they literally
chopping up
the
and.
other no, dude. Look, other core map launching at the start of the season is Valderas Museum returning since first appearing in Modern Warfare 2 beta. So
Yeah, but I
maybe,
don't. I
well,
don't think it's the
you think they
actual.
changed it a little
Oh,
bit?
they changed it. Of course they did.
Oh, okay,
There's no way they kept it the same. That was literally
that'd be
the
hysterical.
museum. That
Yeah.
was nothing.
Well, unless they
They
got
didn't
unless
design
they
that.
actually went to the museum and got approval to use it. You never know.
That's what I'm saying. They probably if they got that, then yes, I can see the original map coming back.
But chances are,
But
to
I'm
your
sure there's
point,
gonna
they
be some
probably
changes.
they just made some changes to it to be
Oh yeah,
like, oh,
right.
see, look, it's like it, but it's not really it.
I mean, even the art on the wall was exactly what's at the museum. It's like, yo, y'all didn't just do that. Like, y'all didn't do nothing. Y'all just took pictures and put it in your game.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So everything that we talked about here, these were the small party modes. Gun game,
Which
infected.
every gun game is every kill you get a different gun to
Yep.
the end.
So grind. What's this? Third
That
mode root
one
trace
was
back to
that the
Modern Warfare
one that you
3.
blow up if you don't keep going or
It's
something?
grind is kill confirmed with an added twist. Enemy dog tags are sackable, must be banked at one or two
Oh,
fixed
okay,
locations.
okay.
Bank multiple dog tags once to maximize profit gains. But be sure to stay alive to avoid giving the enemy a ton of
I've
tags.
had this before. I've played this game before. Yeah, I've played this before. I don't know what Modern Warfare, what game it was, but I played it before. You
That
can
seems like
bank all
that could
these
be fun.
tags. Yeah, if
That'd
you
be fun.
kill me with 10 tags, literally I drop 10 tags. I'm risking it, you know.
So let's see what they say here too for hardcore. As previously announced, hardcore
Yeah,
playlist will return in place of tier one playlist at the start of season
in
two.
place. Yeah,
Yeah, the initial hardcore playlist will feature a mix of traditional modes with the classic rule set veterans of the franchise are familiar with. Thank God. The fuck, but whatever. Including decreased health that cannot be replenished outside of stim shots. So actually, stims will work, um, as well as limited HUD, which limited HUD, but not like hopefully I can still see my camo progress. You know.
yeah. Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. So whether you appreciate a more realistic FPS experience or want to place, want a place to hit those long shots for platinum camos, right? See,
See, they know, they know,
yeah, head
they
into
know why hardcore
hardcore.
gets played. They
Yeah,
know.
be sure watch your six. So that's dope. Drop Zone, what is this? Drop Zone's another classic mode that debuted in Modern Warfare 3. The derivative of hardpoint drop zones sent a care package down to occupied drop zone areas every 15 seconds. Perfect for those wanting to ramp up a kill streak elimination numbers or who just love pure chaos. So this is a new game mode they're adding to be among the modes available in a weekly playlist rotation at launch. So in and out stuff. That's cool. All or nothing. Throwing knives with no ammo.
This was
Okay.
Sword Knives. Yeah, this
Oh,
is your
okay.
shit right here.
Well, that's my dad.
Yeah.
That's literally my
Oh, your
dad.
dad. Yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
dad. You want to talk? You know the clips he's gonna fucking.
Oh yeah, they've had this before. Just not. I don't know. I don't remember it too much, but it is throwing knives. Yeah.
Oh, my dad's gonna go nuts with this. I don't even know if my dad knew that this was coming out. I gotta let him know. That's crazy.
Mhm.
One in the chamber in season. That's what we talked about as well too. So that's
Literally
not
one
dropping.
bullet in the gun.
Yep, one bullet in the gun. Raid episode 2 coming mid-season. Okay, very good. So the second part. I never
I
got to
still got to do
finish
the
the
first one.
first part, so I gotta finish
Yeah,
the first one. We gotta
I
get to
haven't even
that.
played it.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't even played it yet. Yeah.
And then
It's
Ronin,
tough. I hear it's tough.
we had the Ronin operator already, which is dope. So he's coming back.
Yeah, it was
Um,
on 2019.
yep. So that's pretty dope. Weapons: ISO Hemlock assault rifle, ISO platform. What the fuck is this?
You know they're weird with their damn naming of their
Yeah,
weapons, man.
expedite 556 and subsonic 300 black. KV broadside shotgun. Okay. Oh, that's basically a I forgot the name of that gun now. Um, that's
Isn't that
eluding me. It's a shotgun, but it's supposed. Yeah.
It doesn't look like a shotgun, but I don't. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's AK platform, but it shoots shotgun shells. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, dual mate. This right here, this is. I told my brother was telling me this. I was like, this is literally
this was.
Warzone all over it. Like this.
Yeah, this
This
was.
is. It,
This was in 2019, but I remember this shit being in Warzone.
yeah.
It was a fucking annoying ass weapon to like. People would like. It was OP.
Look at
It was
this.
literally OP.
Powerful melee weapon that could quickly move towards target with a longer with longer range attacks. Yeah. Okay. So.
That's what they did for Modern Warfare 1 on the Warzone. What it is, that longer range attack
Yeah.
is literally a. Remember the lunging back in the old
Yeah.
school
The
Call of
old school
Duties?
lunging. That's what this gives you.
Yes, that's what it gives you.
Yeah.
Old school lunge. Like, oh no.
Jesus. So crossbow as well too. Nice addition. As well. And then
I
new
think almost every
vehicles.
Call of Duty now has a crossbow.
Yeah. There's the Ronin we just talked about. That's dope. Right there. At the samurai outfit. And then prestige emblems. Rank up to 450 now. So another 200 ranks.
Another 200 ranks. Can't wait. Woohoo.
Well, to run right through them with all the fucking double XP tokens.
Yeah. I have so many stacked up. It's like,
Oh, and then right here, time to put those double XP tokens to good use. At the start of Season 2, Prestige rank cap will be increased to Prestige 10, with the level cap increased to 450. Specifically, players can
Crazy's
unlock
only going to 450. I would have
yeah,
assumed they went to 500.
following the new Prestige ranks, which come with the new icon beside their name. Prestige 6 unlocked at 300. Okay, right. Prestige 7, 350, 8, 400, 9, 450. Maximum level that can be achieved in Season 2. Got it. Each Prestige rank also unlocks a new set of challenges. Complete those to earn calling cards. Nice. At least they're adding, more shit to just grind out when you have nothing else to do and, you got all your camos and shit. So
That's
that's pretty
me.
dope.
That's my voice cracked there, but that's totally me. It's like I've been
Uh,
for about 3 months now, just waiting on new content. It's like it's the thing about these games, man. With
yeah.
the way they treat them live service, like, oh, I need more, man. combat record leaderboard. Yeah.
So yeah, right. Warzone 2 combat records will come online as part of season 2. Statistics present present in Warzone 2.0 combat record will only be from the Activision date. Oh, excuse me, Activision date, activation date, not Activision date. I apologize. Um,
Yeah.
my brain told me to say Activision, so just yeah,
I can see how it's
right.
easy. Yeah.
Activation date forward, and will not include stats from season 1. Okay, whatever,
No,
that's fine.
no. So
Further,
anything apart from calling cards, the stats don't
and
track.
about fucking time, because once again, I don't know how you launch a game without leaderboards, but here we are. Furthermore,
Leaderboards.
leaderboards for Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer will be, like one of those things that have been in Call of Duty games since, like, we've been playing Call of Duty games. Yeah,
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Modern Warfare
Well,
2.
if you notice, they've really when it comes to their verbiage, they don't really use the word competitive multiplayer anymore. Why? Because they don't have leaderboards in the beginning anymore, so they
Yeah.
don't want that kind of like in
Remember
case
when
they have to
that used
fall
to be
back.
the thing? Remember
Yep.
when the rush on the leaderboard used to be the thing? Like, oh, you number one in fucking search and
Oh yeah,
destroy and score and things like
yeah.
that. Like, come on,
You
man.
can filter it. You can
You can
filter it.
filter
Yeah.
it. Who's top on the man? The fuck. Like, but
I
it's
mean,
little things like that that used to keep us busy and shit. Now they look at it as like, no, you get skins now. We don't care. It's like,
we don't care. You get skins. Some of them you got to buy them. And that's all we got for you. That's it. You're not gonna get free shit no more. It's even these maps. Look, listen. I was one of those people that was against the whole loot crate thing and all that. Like I get that, but the way it used to be with DLCs, I think like in comparison to what we get now, as far as maps go. Back then, it was you bought the DLC, right? The seasons DLC, which is 4 per Call of Duty, right? It was 4 map packs per Call of Duty. And in that map pack, depending on which game it was you're playing, you get 3 new maps, 1 remade map or remastered, I should say, or old one, and a zombies. Like if it was Black Ops,
yep.
or Spec Ops if it was Modern Warfare, you would get that kind of content with weapons, with everything else. Ever since they went to this, everybody gets the map, which I'm not against that. Everybody gets the map for free, nobody has to pay extra. We're getting no new maps. We're getting shit that was in the game prior to the release.
Yeah.
For example, Museum, and then we're getting remade maps like Dome. We're not getting
Yeah.
nothing new. It's like, and then 4 months into the season, we're getting only truly 2 maps if you only play 6v6.
Yeah,
or truly 2 maps
right.
if you only play
the new
battle
maps you're getting are only from like game launch. Those are your new maps.
Yeah.
And then everything else, all your seasonal content, which basically goes to show you just like what they're focusing on. Like they're focusing more so on the Warzone aspects of it
Yes.
and the live service aspect than but we've been saying this forever now. It's like if they could, they would just do fucking Warzone only and they wouldn't care. But they have a competitive
If they could, yeah.
They literally have a $500 million fucking competitive league that teams paid $25 million for a spot. There's 12 fucking teams, and they have to try to still continue to like push that forward. So that's why you will always still have the arena version, which your base Call of Duty traditional game as it stands.
I'm in a Turpin saying still better maps than Halo and more maps. I'm in the camp of
Yeah.
I don't get it because with Halo I wanted more content. With Call of Duty, man, can you fucking tone it down and actually focus in the shit you need to focus in?
New
Like
content,
I'm so in between this shit.
Yeah.
Like what do you want? I don't even know if I want more content or I want little like I don't know where I want like I think with this Call of Duty, too many modes. They just too many things going on. You got the Warzone, you got the DMZ, you got the raids, and you got the campaign, and you got it's like there's too much going on. You got the what do you call that? The battle maps, the ground wars. Like you got a lot going on. Where how do you focus in on what you need to focus in? It just seems like there's too much going on right now for this game.
Well, it's something for everybody, right? They can't.
I get
you
that.
can't
I get
say
that. Yeah.
you got your BR. If you got your taste of BR, you got your traditional arena shooter that that you've been playing and stuff like that, and then now you have your PVE extraction kind of fucking mode, maybe
their version of it.
Their version of it, and then you have your co-op. If you don't even want to do all that shit, you want to just do some co-op, you and your buddies, just going in and do some like with raid and co-op missions and stuff. So it's like they do. I think have one thing
this game does have is it's like it's little bit of you're right. It's a little bit for like if you want an extraction shooter experience, you got DMZ. If you want a BR experience, you got the Warzone. You want single player, you got the campaign. You want the multiplayer, you got the 6v6. Yeah. You want something a little bit bigger that feels like Battlefield, you got the ground war. Like this is a little bit fair. You're right. It's like something you want to feel that Destiny kind of a thing. They have the raid. It's like, oh shit, that you got a little bit. Like it seems like this game is every game in one. Like they put every game that every game that has like whatever their mode is, they put it into this game. Like instead of fleshing out and making a full game, they made it a mode.
Yes,
Is what it feels like
and
with
they
this,
just
man.
call it a right, exactly.
It's
And,
called a mode.
and then so I mean, once again, we're excited for it. Obviously, being the Call of Duty people that we are, I'm definitely excited for. I'm really excited for hardcore mode. Like I really am very excited. Like I now will make a conscious effort to go on and play Call of Duty. I feel bad because like I haven't really been playing COD like that. Even like when my dad gets on and play, like I haven't just because Tier One just wasn't really it for me.
It
But
turned you off. It turned you off.
yeah.
Yeah.
But so I would prefer playing core and you know and I don't want to put my dad through that like you know what I mean. So that's why it's like I don't mind playing like things like Warzone, you know, at that point like I'd rather play Warzone than hardcore. But now, seeing as hardcore is being added, it's like okay, I got a reason to play like the regular 6v6 modes. So obviously with newer maps and stuff. So I'm excited for that. And then kind of just to segue because I think we kind of wrapped that up. So that's coming out on the 15th, 3 days.
That's Got three
That's
days out of
launching.
15 season two. I'm ready for that. That's launching. But let's wrap it up with let's wrap up the COD news with the rumor.
Yeah, so this, I mean, it kind of like it was a topic, but it will kind of just segue right into it as well too. This was Charlie Intel. They're pretty good when they get their shit. Major COD 2023 leak reveals expected release date and beta details. Like, I
I'm
know,
I don't know what's going on here. Like they mentioned 2 year cycle, and now they're talking about this game in 2023, which is being spearheaded by Sledgehammer.
yeah,
This is the rumor now. It's all rumors.
yeah,
It's going to be treated as a big release, meaning it's gonna have a like they did with Modern Warfare. It's gonna have a campaign early release, early access to it if you pre-order the game, just like you did with Modern Warfare. And it's also gonna have a beta for the whatever multiplayer they're planning on bringing to it. I was look, listen. We ran through this in our chat yesterday with it was me, obviously, your brother Draven,
yep.
Money. We ran through this in our party chat where we had theories about it. But I honestly think that this Modern Warfare will still be a 2 year cycle in terms of support.
They will
It'll still
still,
be
even with
supported.
this coming out, even with this COD
Yes.
2023
What I
coming out,
what I'll tell you what your brother thinks, but I'll tell you what I think
yeah,
first. I think that the well rumored and already completed Modern Warfare 2 remastered or 3 remastered or 2 or 3, which one was, I think that's the game Sledgehammer's working on. I think they gave him that
uh,
project to just finish it off and just complete that and treat it as whatever it is for the year. Excuse me. That's my theory. I think that's what they're working on. It's a remaster of Modern Warfare
yeah.
that's coming out this year, and they still do a 2 year. Jesus, still support this title, this newer title for 2 years. Your brother's theory, which is interesting, is that it might be that they're working on a spin-off of the Ghost character in Modern Warfare,
Okay,
like the
but
Modern Warfare 2,
so do you
like this
see it?
game.
So do you see it being single player only, and then just the support for the multiplayer will still be played and everything through Modern Warfare 2,
I
and then
thought
this will
that, but the
just
wording is very interesting when they say it's going to have a beta and an early release for the campaign.
which you don't do a beta for single player,
You don't do
like
beta for
not
single
and
player.
not for Call of Duty. Yeah, so
Right. So there's something there happening where it's like like I said, it fits very well with the remastered narrative. That
yeah.
if it's a remastered 2 or 3 or whatever they're doing, you can have that beta for that multiplayer.
Is it
You see what I'm
wild to
saying?
think that because it's a single player that they were just working on the extension of Modern like you think right away they would just do back to back like okay we just had Modern Warfare 2 and then we see like how Modern Warfare 2 ends and then you see like okay now we just get Modern Warfare 3 like legitimately like we just get the story narrative Modern Warfare 3 boom bing.
I mean, it could be that. I just don't have the confidence in Sledgehammer. They've been dropping the ball with their games lately. I just don't have that. I don't think Infinity Ward. I mean, I don't think it's up to Infinity Ward. It's up to Activision. But I don't know if they have that trust in that franchise for them to continue on with the Modern Warfare. It could be that too. It could be where
Yeah.
Sledgehammer is going to do 3 to finish off that 1, 2, 3, and Infinity Ward is going to go off working on a brand new Call of Duty title, completely different from Modern Warfare. It could be that too, or Ghost is being made, or like it could be any numerous of amount of
According to the
things.
rumor, they're saying expect a lot of remastered maps for multiplayer. So that's one. So remastered maps. That was it. According to the report, the game will be developed by Sledgehammer Games. And then here, the project. This is quotes from this guy Henderson. Project changed direction to become a full premium standalone release planned for 2023. He goes on to claim that given COD 2023's association with Modern Warfare series, the game could be called Modern Warfare 3, but he was unable to confirm an official title. And then down here,
Yeah,
and then the beta dates October 6th, 20. See, this is weird because, well, typo, but not 2033, 2023. to October 10th for PlayStation, which is normally PlayStation gets the first weekend, open beta on the second weekend, early access campaign date, which so they'll do the same thing. So looks like it's
It's
an
the same
eight
thing with
day,
Modern Warfare.
yep, 8 day early access, which is dope. And then yeah, so you know
I
what
don't.
that
I
you
That's
know
the thing.
what maybe it
I
is
don't know what
maybe
this is.
yo you think I'm trying to think now with you know how we've been really you know how we
I honestly think this has to do also. This is like behind the scenes stuff. This is me just speculating. This is me, my thoughts. I honestly think there's something going on there with. Obviously, they have a deal with Sony, right? So Sony probably was like, bro, like, what are you talking about? Like, we have a deal with you for exclusivity. We want this shit fully fledged. Like, we don't want you to skip years because this cannot happen.
Yeah, that they were forced to do this title.
Forced to do
You
this
know
type
what'd
of
be
stuff.
nuts
Yeah.
if this was actually Modern Warfare 2 and 3 well, no, they did Modern Warfare 2 campaign remaster, didn't they? Already technically?
No, yeah, campaign remaster two is
Campaign
already done, not
remastered.
the multiplayer,
So maybe this is
and
Modern
one
Warfare
was done
3.
as
So
well.
maybe this is Modern Warfare 3 remastered but with multiplayer from 2 and
And the
3.
maps could be
And the
the
maps are
maps could be
just
from two and
so
three.
this is going to
Mm-hmm.
be remastered basically Modern Warfare. That would
It
be
could be, yeah.
insane. Yeah, that I mean that's what I would point
And
to.
they can still treat it as a premium title. You know, they still
Correct.
can because you're remastering it. Plus, you're bringing in map from two and three, remaster that kind of stuff. So who knows what this is gonna be? It's a lot of confusion right now. It's all rumored. But it's crazy how they really about face from saying this title we're playing right now is 2 years support, which
Yeah.
everybody it was received with positive criticism. To now it's like what, we're gonna renege on that. We're gonna go back to premium releases. This is going on with the information that we have. We don't have all of it, obviously, but be interesting that Sledgehammer is giving a lead project again after Vanguard flopping so hard. But and by flop I mean flopping in the billions because it still made billions. So
I know. And you know what's even crazier too is that most people, I wouldn't say most people, but a lot of people, from casuals to even professional gamers, prefer the movement in Vanguard and of the other ones to this
mm-hmm.
game. So like that's another thing too, where it's like they changed obviously for Warzone 2 and stuff, but majority of the people now still like prefer Warzone 1 movement, the slide canceling and all of that shit. So
I mean, just give us
it's weird.
jetpacks again. I mean, I'm just saying.
I
You want
tweeted out,
movement? Give
listen,
us jetpacks again.
I
Yeah.
retweeted the Charlie Intel tweet and I basically said, if this isn't, Advanced Warfare 2, then it's chalked. And because honestly, that's how I feel. It's like I'm ready to go back to some Black Ops 3 and
I
Advanced
mean,
Warfare 2 shit. I'm
we
ready
had
at this point
movement,
now.
and we complained about having too
I
much
know.
movement. It's like just say you want Black Ops over and over again. That's the movement you want. You want the Black Ops movement. I get it.
That's true. Yeah,
I
that's
love
true.
that.
Yeah,
But we did have movement before,
yeah,
and there was a big, large skill gap when the jetpacks came out. A
yeah.
huge skill gap because it was no longer boots on the ground. It was like up top. And,
I just want Black Ops. I want Black Ops 3. I literally just want
Give me
Black Ops
that.
3.
Yeah, that movement was perfect.
I
Yeah,
want Black Ops 3. I want the nice movement between on the ground, wall running, and
wall running.
the jetpacking a little. You know what I mean? Just that, and then just obviously because it was Black Ops shooting and stuff.
God, that wall running was a difference, man. That shit was such a difference.
Yeah, man.
It opened up so many lanes to flankings and how to maneuver, get around things so
Yeah.
much, man. Yeah.
So from one battle royale slash arena shooter to another battle royale slash.
Apex Legends Reverly preview. I already told you when I saw this, I was like, yo, I'm re-downloading it. I gotta play this again. Like the changes coming to this game is ridiculously it's refreshing. The TDM part right there just flashed it. The TDM
Yeah.
part is, oh my god. I was like, yes, they're bringing. They've had TDM before, but it was like temporary, whatever you call that, like a hot list. It wasn't something that like temporary. It was like they had it for like a season,
Yes.
an event, and they took it out. But now they're doing it permanently. I'm like, oh, permanent deathmatch? I'm down for that.
6v6.
6v6. They're doing that whole Rainbow Six Legends or Rainbow Six type of thing where they're taking the characters and like retooling them.
Yeah.
They're like really like changing them up. They're vaulting. I think they're vaulting some of the weapons to bring them back later, to fix it and everything. But there's a lot of positive things in this change. One of the things your brother mentioned to me, the beacon that's up top that
Yes.
only the recon legends can do,
Yes.
where it shows you the next circle.
Mm-hmm.
They're changing that beacon when you ping it now is going to be UAV.
Well, they're changing how the legends are classified and what each of those legends
Yes.
are able to do now. They're showing it here, in this preview. the different, all the different legends that they have, which ones,
Hmm.
the control legends, survival, and supply, like they all have benefits. Like, they're just they're fleshing out more of them outside of just their abilities and their supers and
Yes.
stuff like that, and what they can do on the map, which is really cool. And it's also making characters that have been around since the start of Apex, like, I
Yes.
wouldn't say viable again,
Relevant
because
again.
but relevant, exactly, more so than, because a lot of the new champions, when they come out, they're like, okay, yeah, they're must haves outside of like Gibraltar,
Well,
because
the
like,
pick rate shows they have like these pick rate
yeah,
stats. They show what they with every new character introduced, they see more and more people getting away from the legends, like the
yes.
OG ones. But they got to figure out a way to like still make them relevant and make them like useful in these games. So I think by reclassifying them, I think that's a good start. That's a good start to what they're doing because
Oh, this is,
that's definitely something that needs to happen.
you
Yeah.
check this out. So obviously this is like season stuff, 24 unlockable themed cosmetics.
Hmm.
And then right here, I'm going to pause it. 150 heirloom shard completion reward. So
That is
this
huge.
is big
That's big. That cause you know how
in
hard it
the
is to get
season.
heirloom
Yeah,
shards, bro.
I
I
know how
played the
hard
whole
it is to
season and
get
got
heirlooms.
one, maybe one heirloom
But
shard drop
my
in one
dad's
whole
got a
season.
great my dad's got a great story about how much he spent to actually get one of his heirloom
Oh yeah, you
for
spent a
the
lot
raid.
just to get that.
Bro,
Hmm.
like actually
It's
fucking
high. It's
insane.
very, very, very rare. Yeah.
It's actually insane the amount of money that he put in to get heirlooms, and that people put in to get heirlooms. They did a full breakdown blog post here actually to kind of go more in depth. This looks cool. I mean, those skins look pretty dope as well too. But a lot of
It's
those
colorful.
changes seem very refreshing. Here, remastered legend classes. This is the big thing here. Reorganization will help players identify legends that players support the team in a similar manner and help them understand the new roles easier. There will be 5 classes: Assault, Recon, Skirmisher, Controller, Support. Class perks. Every legend class also now has an associated gameplay perk that grants the legend of that class access to new strategic options in the game. At casual levels of play, these new gameplay benefits will be fun new bonuses to engage with and empower decision making. At the higher level of play, squad makeup now determines what gameplay elements in the team will have access to and what they're leaving behind. That's another thing, like making sure you're balancing out. Like if you are playing like ranked modes and stuff, being like, hey, we might need a recon, we might need a controller, we might, like, you know what I mean? Like it's adding so much. Like I don't even know at this point. Like you don't just, there's gonna be a meta that comes out of this, because that's the thing. Everybody's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be like,
yeah,
"What's the
yeah,
meta? What's the meta?" But
yeah.
just the fact that I think they're making now all of these. They're gonna make a lot more champions viable, whereas like before, you wouldn't even think to be like, oh, "I'm gonna run them now." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, and they're gonna make more sense now that
Yeah,
these new classify like the like support. You know exactly what you're gonna get for support. You're
yeah.
gonna get controller, like you know exactly what you're gonna get out of it. When you pick whatever class, it's gonna be like what they do with Battlefield now, where it's
Yep.
like they actually have classes. Same thing. It's gonna
So
be that way.
controllers, yeah, ring console, you get to see the next circle. Recon,
Hmm.
survey beacon, that's the enemy location. Basically a UAV you get now, which is
Yeah,
nuts. The skirmisher,
yeah.
reveal care packages, that's dope. Assaulters, you get more ammos, and then access to red bins as well too.
You know
Um,
what that on the support side, that craft banners. You know what that is, right?
no, I'm not.
So you know how when if I die, I'm your teammate die, you got to go to a station to get me back, but like you only have a certain amount of time to retrieve my tag or it's
Yeah, yeah,
gone.
yeah.
The support now will be able to craft those banners to bring me back.
Oh, so like if you have to leave a spot, like let's say like somebody was like camping your box, and I can't get your tag back,
And you can't get my tag; it times out. Yeah,
I would
you
be
will
able
be
to
able to
like buy
craft
you,
my
or
banner to
like buy
bring me
you
back.
back, basically, kind of.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
That's dope.
I don't know what it looks like on game. Like I don't know if you had to pick up material or how that works, but you literally can craft it. I'm thinking you can hit the store up like you do anything else,
Yeah.
and like get it from there. Like you can craft it from there. It's probably going to cost you a lot, but yeah,
Damn, that's really dope.
yeah, it
Um,
gives you another opportunity to bring somebody back.
so here are the new modes: team deathmatch, permanent, limited, time mode rotations, and that's another thing too. Like some of the most fun that me and my dad was having playing Apex as of late, like over the last couple of months, were some of these side modes that they were putting in. Like when they actually did the gun game, because
Hmm.
they actually had their version of gun game that they were doing in Apex, and it was so much fun playing. Like literally just running through, starting off in the
Yeah,
beginning and going through them, and but it was a limited time mode. Like it was around, I think, for like a week or two, and then it went
yeah.
away. So and we were like dumping a bunch of hours into it. So just seeing obviously the team deathmatch there, and that's another thing. It's like if you want to go on and you don't feel like going out and grinding, BR, you have just another mode to play. Outside of the 3v3, which they were doing, and that's what they're doing. They're expanding that 3v3 survival mode that they basically had into now just 6v6 deathmatch. That's round
Yeah,
based.
yeah,
It's not too much different than that. Um, but it's pretty dope. First team to score 30 kills wins the round. So first to 30. First team to win 2 rounds wins the match. Loadouts will shuffle in between rounds. You could always swap between them and your selected legend while waiting to respawn after death. Oh, you could end your selected legend while waiting to respawn after death. Make sure to keep an eye out for periodic airdrops throughout the map, which will come loaded with care packages and golden kid weapons. That's dope. What's this? Mixtape playlist. Following the first 3 weeks of Team Deathmatch, we're thrilled to introduce a brand new way to enjoy some of our more highly requested limited time modes. Permanent rotation with our mixtape playlist. This is it right here. This new mode queue provides players with the opportunity to jump right into the frantic and engaging combat experiences between our quick respawn modes: Control, Team Deathmatch, Gun Run. Gun Run's the gun game that they have. These
yeah.
modes give ample opportunity to experiment and practice with weapons and legends outside of our core BR experience with little downtime between fights and respawns. That's dope. New weapon,
Yeah,
of course,
they
there too.
because of the TDM, they are sunsetting the arena. They're not gonna.
Right, so there's no more. So there's no more arena. So
Yeah,
which and so there's no more ranked arena as well, huh?
no, no more ranked arena either.
All
Like
right,
it was a popular mode, but I guess it was this year they had to make. I don't know why they did that, but there are sunsetting arenas completely ranked.
all right,
So yeah, that's totally a big change for this game.
yeah,
To bring TDM.
I think so. But but at least they're replacing it with things that you'd hope. I don't know if they'll ever do like. I don't think they'll ever do like a ranked TDM. That would be kind of interesting.
Well, I
Um,
think for me, treating the TDM coming to this game is like treating it for like if you're new to the like if you want I guess if you're new to the Apex world,
yeah, I got you.
like something to like welcome you in to
Yes,
say experience the world of Apex this way. If you want more, we got the BR as well. I think that's what this is meant for.
I got you.
There was no welcome kind of mode for any kind of new players or casual players coming in.
No, it's just kind of like throw you right into it. It's like here's the BR,
Yep.
outside of like
Yep.
the little training mode or whatever. But here's the BR.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. New weapon. Reveille launches new energy weapon. Nemesis, new energy class, assault rifle, fires 4 rounds per burst. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
Ramping
it's the
burst
first weapon they
delay.
introduced in a few seasons now.
Yeah.
They haven't introduced a new weapon in a while.
Ramping burst delay that decreases the time between bursts and simulates a fully automatic weapon. We're hoping to see this potentially unseat favorite standbys like 301s and flatlines. Okay. Manage
Mm-hmm.
energy. That's not bad. This is dope. 4 years, man. Anniversary collection event.
Yeah,
Fourth
it's been 4 years
anniversary Apex.
drop, man.
It's
Yeah.
wild. Wild. Free to play. This shadow drop, by the way. Just remember
Yeah, Shadow. I think it was
that.
the last before Hi-Fi. This was the last game that got Shadow Drop. That was like, wow, this is great.
Yeah, Shadow Drop, which is wild. This month is also fourth anniversary Apex Legends, celebrating anniversary collection event featuring all new community content reward track and lots of celebrations happening in the game, including login rewards. Nice during the first 2 weeks of the
Mm-hmm.
season. Week one featuring crypto. They talked about this in the video, I think. Crypto thematic pack for all players that log in. Week two unlocking Ash plus the Ash thematic pack as
Just
well.
by logging in, you get it. Yeah.
Yep, that's really dope. Also, every map in the rotation will have special decorations. That's cool. Like special themed and stuff.
Oh,
Richard's
speaking of
Adventure for
rotation, you know how it was every 2 hours they would rotate whatever like a different map.
yes,
They're changing that now. Now each map has a full day, 24 hours before it rotates to another one. So they have, I believe, they have 4 maps now, and
yes,
each day it'll rotate to another map. So
very
they're
good.
giving you 24 hours on one map rather than just switching every
Very
two
good.
hours.
Yeah, because they're literally there. Because there was probably people that signed off and said, "Fuck it, I'm waiting the two
Of
hours."
course, I'll
Like
wait a few hours and
I'm
just yeah.
not playing this map. I will come back when it's my
I've
time.
done that.
Yeah,
Last time I played Apex, I did the exact
yeah.
same shit. I was like, I'm not playing this.
I'm not playing.
Let's
I'm
wait a
not
couple
playing this
hours.
map. I'll see you in 2 hours. It's
Yeah,
like
I'll play Bejeweled or some shit. I'll see you in 2 hours.
Yep, exactly. Firing range
Yeah,
updates, added options to customize your firing range experience. Interesting. Dummies can now
nice.
strafe left and right. Oh, okay, so like basically ways to like warm up your shot and stuff.
Yeah,
Like go
yeah.
in. It's like no different than like setting up bots in Call of Duty, which is kind of
Mm-hmm.
dope. Dynamic sets appear anytime you deal damage, letting you track your performance. That's really dope. Unlimited ammo means no more trips back to the gun rack. Very good. You pick up a weapon and then you just have unlimited ammo for the weapon. You don't have to worry
Nice.
about. That's
Good.
very nice.
Yeah.
First of several rounds of updates of firing range, so we'll keep an eye. So they're gonna keep doing stuff. What is this? Orientation matches. New to Outland, try the new orientation match system. Meant to create an easy introduction where new players can get their bearings and learn. Oh, so here's actually to your point right there. This is new. Meant to create an easy introduction where new players can get their bearings and learn the core mechanics of Apex Legends. Participate in orientation matches. You have to be a brand new player or party up with a new player to take out some bots before joining the regular matchmaking queue. Nice. That's actually pretty dope. And then
That's
there's
pretty dope. Yeah.
and then a bunch of patch notes for weapons and stuff like that as well too. Which, like I said, I'm not playing. I mean, for weapons and for the characters as well, looks like everyone's getting touched. Not all the champions, but there's Seers getting touched, Bloodhounds getting touched, Mirage, Pathfinder, Wraith. I think Wraith's actually her portal's getting buffed. If I remember, yeah, they buffed her portal. That I remember
Yeah,
getting.
they had to, man. Because I remember when they
Yeah,
nerfed it, it was like, wow,
dude.
they really nerfed
You
the
know how
shit
it's
out of
different?
it.
Doubled 76 meters to 152 meters. Her
That's
portal's
wild.
actually that's sustainable.
Doubled, yeah, literally doubled.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, man. Lifeline. Let's see. Passive combat revive. Reduce to slow penalty on lifeline when initiating a revive. Okay. Ultimate care package. Decrease the drop animation speed of the care package from 14 seconds to 8 seconds. Okay. Increase the deployment range of the care package. Interesting. And then, ranked map rotations. Very good. Ranked queue will now rotate through all maps in play 24 hours per map. This is
Oh,
what
there's
you were
only
talking
three
about.
maps. I thought it was
Yeah.
four.
Well, no,
Okay.
this is ranked. This is ranked. No, I think there's like five.
Oh,
There's like five
ranked,
maps.
yeah.
This is ranked. Ranked. So now this is dope. So now they'll just on a 24-hour rotation,
Also, it's
you're
not
just gonna
ranked.
get
Okay.
World's Edge, Storm Point, or Broken Moon, and you're gonna get them for 24 hours that whole day. So the maps for the first split are, and then these are the first. So for the first split, the three maps are World's Edge, Storm Point, Broken Moon. That's fucking sick. And you get a full 20. So if you don't feel like grinding one day because it's not your map,
It's
you,
not your map, yeah.
it's just not your
He's
map.
looking
You
at
just,
two Storm Point.
Broken Moon and World's Edge is definitely probably World's Edge is probably my favorite out of it, but
It
Broken
is.
Moon's
It's not
pretty
the
dope too.
original World's Edge, but
No,
it's my favorite map.
yeah,
I missed the original World's Edge,
yeah, I know what you mean. But that's
but I
dope.
get it. With all the movements that these legends have, it's to bring those kind of maps back, they have to tweak it and everything. So I get it.
A lot of quality
Yeah.
of life stuff. Or if you want to practice on a map, you have the whole day to practice on it. That's very true too. Exactly,
True.
and you're
Yeah.
not limited
Yeah.
to fucking 2 hours of playing, which is dope. Right here, or for
Which I
24
understood
hours.
why
Yeah.
they did that. They didn't want people to just grab on metas. I get it, but
Yeah.
it's like it got annoying after a while. It was like, okay, every 2 hours, I'm logging off.
Yeah. So that's actually coming out this week as well. When does this drop, Reverly? Does it drop the same? Does it drop Tuesday?
14th,
So it drops on
Tuesday,
Tuesday,
yeah.
so day
So
before.
1 day earlier. So it's gonna give me time before the season actually drops for Call of Duty. I already got to download it. I can't wait.
I did. I made sure mine was updated as well. I'm sure
I'm
they'll
gonna
probably be
drop
like,
into
oh.
some TDM. Some TDM to try that out, see how that works.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be on that as well. There's a lot of shit to do this week, man. I don't know.
Mhm.
There's a
Oh,
lot of
I
stuff
failed
going
to
on.
mention when we opened up the show, Vampire Survivors. They updated it to
Yes.
it's a new level.
Yes.
Not a character. It was just it's a free update for everybody, by the way. But they updated it with a free level, Bat Country.
Okay.
Dude, the music in that is pretty cool, and like the level plays really well. I like
Really?
it. And for those achievement hunters, they did give it 3 new achievements. Very easy to get. But yeah, man, they updated Vampire Survivors, so I ended up playing that shit. So like, yeah,
Is it?
Vampire
They
Survivors.
added, I think, like another bonus level as well too, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Bonus level. I think it's called Backcountry. It's called
Oh, okay. Okay.
Backcountry. Where it's cool. You got to play it. The music is different. I appreciate the update. It's free for everybody. So I jumped into that. Forgot to mention it at the top of the hour, top of the show.
Yeah. Did you have a chance to check out? I mean, listen, I know we're an Xbox centric podcast and we talk about other things, but did you have a chance to see the Nintendo Direct? That
I
don't
caught it.
I don't know if I'm
I
allowed
caught
to
it.
show because Nintendo is a cuck.
You know how
And
Nintendo is.
yeah, I mean, I'm like afraid to fucking show the video. I don't know what I can show and not show,
If,
so I guess we could just kind of
if you
like,
can find like an article on it, maybe or whatever, we
yeah,
just go through
I'll
that,
do
yeah.
a quick Google search.
But I
on
watched it. I'm very psyched for that Shadow Drop Metroid Prime remastered.
Dude, that was nuts. Metro Prime, yeah.
Bro, your brother's been. I've been seeing gameplay on it on YouTube, and it looks so good. Like
Yeah.
like they really remastered the shit out of this game. Like it looks so damn good. It's not like you can't. It's not like little subtle differences here and there. You can tell the difference between the original launch and this launch. It looks so damn good, man. Your brothers keep talking about it. But man, I caught a little bit of it. The shadow drop is pretty cool. I'm wondering if that's gonna be the move going forward for these type of shows.
Do you do you, do you,
Like,
yeah, do you think I'm allowed to
like
show their website, or you think
uh,
we'll get copyright? Like, can
the
I?
website, yeah, it's just
Okay,
videos that they get really
okay.
weird about.
Well, I'm not playing any videos then. All
Oh,
right.
videos and sound.
All right. So this was also another thing as well too. They showed for their Nintendo Online, which was wild as well. They added
Mm-hmm.
the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance
Woo!
to Nintendo Online just for
The
having
subscriptions,
just
yeah.
if yeah, just basically if you have Nintendo Online, not a separate subscription. So and then just a lot of the games that they added as well, which is just dope. Just if you have, like I said, if you have a Switch, you're happy. Like literally, like
You're
just
happy.
you're happy, man.
It satisfies your retroness. It satisfies new games. It's good, man. It's a really adding this library, the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy, to your Nintendo already, like your Nintendo Switch's subscription.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Pikmin
Yeah, it's
4.
Pikmin 4.
Pikmin
Oh
4,
yeah.
July 21st, man. That's dope. Just the fact that we actually got Pikmin coming. Because you got to figure, like,
Mm-hmm.
as far as big titles, obviously they got Pikmin here. Obviously in May they have Zelda as well, which they showed off Zelda. I'm afraid once again to show off anything.
Zelda looks. I know. But Zelda
uh,
looks fire, man.
I don't even think they showed
Zelda
it.
looks fire.
Zelda looks insane, man. It's
Yeah,
that's I say this every now
it's
and then,
Zelda.
but it's the reason why that's the game that gives you the reason to want to get the system. Like if you know
Yep.
what I mean. So
Yep.
that would definitely be
I
the
mean
reason.
that for some people is Metroid, for some people is Smash Brothers or anything
Yeah,
Mario Brothers, but Zelda for me is the big one. That's
I,
that's the one that's like, man, that's why I got the
I
system.
don't
I
know
got it
if
for
you're
kids.
I don't know if you noticed me highlighting a certain number.
Nah,
Eh,
my monitor kind of had. I don't see what you're highlighting right now. I don't
no.
really
Okay.
know.
What about now?
Oh wow, Legend. Oh, that's what Tears of Kingdom. Oh, I appreciate you, man.
Okay.
It's Tears of Kingdom.
All right.
Okay, all right, and it's
Can you see that? Is that little
eligible for up to 350 gold. I
okay.
see
All
that.
right.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
What about what I highlighted then? All right. Are we looking
I
at?
don't know about that saying on a price tag, man. And I'm the guy. I will be the guy that tells you
Yeah.
you cannot put like whatever your value is, you can't put a price on. If this is for you and this is all you like, it's hey, spend that thing. I'm not gonna watch your pockets. Period. Me, I can't justify $70 for a game that's playing on a system that's not even new hardware, man.
You know,
I can't.
my brother literally had, I wouldn't say like that argument, but he pretty much made that same point, and I'm over here saying to myself, but do you realize how many fucking copies this game is going to sell? Like,
Oh, it's
do you
gonna sell off the
like
racks.
do you understand? Like, it's insane, and they increased
Yeah,
the
and
10
they know
bucks
and they know
obviously,
they can get away
and
with it. They know they can
they
get away with
know
it.
they
Yeah.
could get away with it. I don't know if this is the first game that they have that's at that price point.
First one, very first one.
Okay, well, and I
And,
guess
and then they came out and said that this is going to be selective for certain titles. Not every title is going to be 70 going forward. Selective
right.
titles, meaning like games like this, of course,
But also, they
because it's
didn't
their
have to
premium
do this.
title.
But they also didn't have to do this. But this is also one of those like, why not increase margins? Because this is
Everybody
like
else
one of
is
those
doing
where
it.
it's like it's safe to do it that, but it's also safe to
Hmm.
do it with this title because the $10 difference from the last Legend of Zelda isn't going to make the difference in you buying it. Like if you're a
Nope.
Zelda fan, you don't care how much it is you're buying. But now it's $30 to get the collector's edition. Like I think because I think it's
Can,
100.
can we talk about how that price point like destroys the narrative of next gen tax?
Yeah, because that's not. I'm sorry. This isn't a next gen fucking system for those not playing
No,
the
it's
home game.
not.
This is
But
not nowhere
they
near it.
charge you 70.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and try to shit on the. I mean, that report came out too, and I guess we'll talk about it. 111 million units sold since launch. I'm assuming
Yep.
that's also including the OLED version of it as well.
The
But
OLED,
like,
probably
but
yeah,
which
it's
was
probably in
no.
there too.
Yeah, so it's like okay, but like 111. Like it just passed the PS4, which is wild to think about. Like you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
they just passed how many? And then it's like so you got 111 million of these things fucking out in the wild, and it's like, I mean, I don't think every one of those people are a Legend of Zelda fan, but
Yeah, right, right.
I mean, does this game not sell like at minimum 10 million copies? Minimum.
Easy, easy.
It's like
After seeing what the hell they showed off too, easy.
it's just it's wild. What's up, brothers?
Now
It
I like that in the bottom left there it says game voucher. Like it's eligible for game voucher. I
okay.
only say that because yeah,
You know what's funny about the game voucher thing? Where do you see that? Oh,
up
right here.
top, up
Redeem.
top.
Okay, so you know what's
Yep.
cool about the game voucher thing? This lets you preload the game so you'll be able to play Is that what that is? No, the game. My brother
No,
was
no,
telling
game
me about
voucher.
game voucher.
Yeah, the game voucher is okay. So what?
Go ahead.
Like, this is what your brother got. He got a $99 Nintendo game
Which they
voucher,
don't offer all the time. They
which they don't offer all
periodically
the
they
time.
periodically offer this voucher.
You can get it's essentially, to break it down really easy. It's like a buy one get one type. It's like a type of buy one get one. So you can
Correct.
buy, let's say the the highest edition Legend of Zelda for $100.
Okay.
Use that voucher. That game's free, and then you buy whatever. Like, let's say you buy Metroid Prime for
Yeah.
$40. It's only $40. You don't got yourself 2 games and saved yourself so much money that way.
If it's on the list,
Because
that's another thing. It's a select list of
it's a
games.
selected list, but Zelda, which Zelda's on it, it
Which
says game
Zelda's on
voucher
it now.
eligible.
Yeah.
So pretty much you can get, like, your brother ended up getting Zelda, or will get. I'm not sure if you got it yet, but
I think he
Zelda
bought the
and
voucher.
Metroid Prime.
Yes.
Because he bought the voucher. The voucher, you buy the voucher for $99, and you're able to get 2 games for that. And that's how he's doing it. So you're saving yourself,
Yeah.
if you're doing rough math, $30 in taxes.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
No, that is good, especially if
There you go. Look, Timber said it. You buy 2 games for the one voucher of $99. So it's like a buy. You can frame it how you want, but it's like a buy one get one, or reduced price on 2 games, however you want to view it. But you buy yourself a $99 voucher for eligible games on that voucher,
Yeah.
and you get 2 games.
And the value
Literally,
there
you
too,
get 2
obviously,
games.
because they raised the price of Zelda. So now,
Right.
like, you know what I mean? It's just like you'll
There's
get
your value. Yeah.
there's your value, obviously, and that they added,
Yeah.
and that was smart for them to add it actually to the game voucher thing. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, which is more.
Oh, they
incentive
knew.
for
They
people.
knew. They knew they were gonna get a little backlash for the
Yeah.
70. So you know what? It is game
It's
voucher
game
eligible.
voucher. So now you could, you
Yeah.
know, $30, but now you could get like another top tier title that we probably
Honestly, I
still
like that
charge
program.
$50
I,
for.
w- I wish that program was like on all consoles. That whole voucher thing.
Mhm.
It's a really good program.
It's a really good incentive to make people just buy
Yes.
titles, like to buy games. Like, and that
Mhm.
doesn't force you to buy a game at that point. Because like you'll buy the voucher, it's like I'm not gonna redeem this voucher yet. I'm not
redeeming
this
until
until
the
what
game that I know I
buy.
want.
Yeah, huh? That's pretty interesting.
Letters. He said he's looking.
I did
Whilst
see that.
I work on stuff.
Yeah, man.
Whilst. What a word.
I'm trying to think of everything else. They had so some Xenoblade stuff here. They had a lot of expansion. Yo, I didn't realize like how much DLC comes out for like games that come out on the Switch.
Games. Yeah,
That
the
was another
Switch.
thing
Yeah.
watching this direct as
Yeah.
well too. Like there was so many DLC announcements for a bunch of different stuff. I don't think anybody was expecting Advance Wars 1+2 reboot
Finally.
as well. Yeah. They also, my
There's
brother
date
told
on
me,
that shit.
it's a little caveat, they changed one of the factions because I think one of the factions was actually like Russia.
That's why
Or
it's been delayed for so
Oh,
long.
okay. Yeah, so
Yeah.
there was a little tidbit he was telling me about that. Obviously the Metroid Prime they showed as well, which was pretty cool. I'm trying to think what else they showed here. Wasn't there
That
a
game. I think it's just a beautiful remaster.
the Kirby? Remember the Kirby that they showed?
Yes, they showed that off. Is it here?
I'm
I
looking
don't think
for
I have
it.
it. Why don't I have it
Kirby's
here?
Dreamland. Well, Yoshi's Island. Oh, and that was another thing too. Wave 4, which is DLC for Mario Kart 8.
Why are they not showing? That's weird. They're not showing it here.
Well, because it was like this, like after you beat the Kirby's, I think what is it, Dreamland, I believe.
Dreamland.
Sorry. Yeah, something like that. So you beat it, and then there's like this like separate single player story kind of thing or something going on. What did Timber say? Actually, Advanced Wars was meant sooner, but the RU, yep. So there,
Yeah,
made them delay it. Yep. So, oh, this looked cool too. Actually, this game, Deca Police. I don't know if you saw that one.
Oh
Futuristic RPG.
yeah.
That one actually looked like a little like murder mystery, but like suspenseful thing. Yeah, that was actually kind of cool. What else? Fire Emblem. Still doing Fire Emblem expansion shit. Oh, they're adding more.
Illusion Island looked pretty cool to me. The Mickey game.
Yes, the Mickey game as
Yeah,
well
pretty
too.
good.
I'm trying to think what else stood out. Oh, obviously the Mario. Oh, that's the question I posed to my brother. It's like we're not seeing another Mario Kart until like the next iteration of like whatever Nintendo's console is, right? Whatever
Yeah,
like,
it
there's
won't
no
be on
way.
the Switch.
There's
It'll
no
be on
way.
the next
And then
one.
what? And then the other question, my brother was like, "What the fuck are they gonna do?" Like, they're almost at the point, and I don't think yet because if you think about like how many tracks they have in Mario
Yeah.
Kart 8 Deluxe, because of how many Mario Karts there have been, not just on their consoles but also on their portable
Well, on the
like
portable
systems.
shit, yeah.
It like the amount of tracks that they still haven't put all of them in, and they still didn't put all like they're adding Birdo, I think on this one. That was the big one here.
That was the big,
With this here. And it's like, here's the bundle. Look at the 80 fuck. The digital, this game is still 60.
Yeah,
all right.
Their prices don't fucking drop at all. Like I think Timber said, or not Timber, Turpin said it, man. This game could be 7 years from now and still be regular price.
Mario Kart 8 for those playing the home game. Came out in
Mm-mm-mm.
2014.
And it's still full price.
Really, but I think that was it was the Wii because it was Wii U. It came out for.
Yeah,
I
yeah. And
think,
then they
right?
brought it over from the Wii U
And then they brought it,
to
and
the
then the
Switch.
deluxe edition. It came out for the Switch in 2017. So it's still been basic 6 years. It's gonna be
Mm.
6 fucking years. Like, okay.
Fucking amazing. $60 6 years later.
Yo, it is
Yeah,
insane.
digital. $85. All right, cool.
It is wild,
Thank you for playing the home game. The fuck?
dude.
Oh,
It's just wild. But then
shit.
you what? It's like it's all right. But
And then they do that whole thing where it's like if they release it like digitally,
yeah,
they still do this thing where it's like, oh, after this dates, it won't be available anymore. Like, what do you mean it's
yeah,
digital? What do you mean it won't be available? It's
yeah.
digital, for God's sakes.
Yeah. No, what's even crazier too, it's like, and here's my little console wars segment, that's it. That's all you get from me. It's like, yeah, I know Microsoft's the big bad evil corporation, right? It's like, what the fuck are we? It's like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like they don't lower their prices for
Not at all.
nothing, for
Not
nothing.
at all. And it's not even that. It's these are their first party title games, not third, but like first party title
Yeah.
game. And they do this, and they know they can do this because why? The retroness and the nostalgia will eat us up alive, bro. We'll make up all the reasons and excuses to say, nah, it's worth it.
And
It is
somewhere,
what it
and
is, man.
somewhere in their mind, they're like, there's a person out there who doesn't own a Switch.
Yeah, a person times million.
There's a person out there who doesn't own a Switch yet, but when
Yeah,
they buy a Switch, they're gonna have to buy these games because they're gonna
they're gonna
want to
have to buy these
they're
games.
gonna want to play these games. And if you think
Hmm.
we're selling these games at a discounted price, I don't care how long they fucking been out for, you're
Well,
gonna.
even the system sells for like 350. No, in my
It,
350, the
right
system
right
itself.
now, so like if we just we'll go to because we're in the U.S. of A. Let's see what a Nintendo Switch goes for. Easily accessible Nintendo Switch. Here's the OLED. OLED from GameStop, very
Well,
American of
GameStop with a
ness.
bun, man.
Oh, this is the Pokemon Scarlet Edition, 360. So
Yeah,
it comes
bundles.
with it's the deemed Pokemon one. But like, what about just like a basic Switch? How about just a basic Switch
Do they
games?
even sell just core?
Oh, so
Because
we got. So here's another thing as well too. Like shit like this makes me interested, even though I know it's digital only. It's like I don't know if I necessarily need. I, I mean, yeah, OLED would be cool, but like I don't know if I need it to be able to connect to a TV. I am of the mind of like if I ever got a Switch, I'd almost like
mobile.
90% or 95% of the time would just play the Switch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the mobile. Yeah,
I
the
probably
mobile. The
would not hook it up to a
mobile.
TV. Yes, it would just be mobile. The only other time that you'd want to hook it up to a TV is if you had to like record gameplay, like you had to use dock, so or like hook it up to a monitor or something like that. You know what I mean?
Correct. Yeah.
So like so
Yeah,
if you had to
but
record it
that
to like
dock
a capture
scratches the
card or
fucking
something.
screen, which is what happened to mine. It
That's why
fucking scratches the screen.
need a screen protector, man.
Yeah, it had a screen
Get
protector. It scratched the damn protector and the screen. It like literally glued it on.
So yeah, the
How bad it
previous
was.
model. So yeah, 250 you could get so a non OLED. I mean, you get a one for 250, just a standard black
Non OLED
vision.
with the dock. Yeah,
Yeah, and
that's not
then
bad.
different. I think it's even the different color ones too. You get
That's
for
not
the
bad. Two
different
fifty
color
four is
Joy-Cons.
that? Well, that's why it's pre owned.
Is it? No, just
Is it? No,
previous.
no. Previous model. Never
Oh
mind.
no,
Yeah.
I apologize. This is refurbished. Damn it, GameStop.
Is it?
Damn it. Well, I'm not
Oh, you
sponsored,
have
but
the refurbished.
not sponsored by the way. All right. What about
Yeah.
Amazon?
So 250 for a used fucking Switch. Oh my
Let's see. No, not Switch
god.
games. How about just Switch?
I haven't played mine on screen since I first got mine and just be in bed. Yeah, that's how most people I think play the damn Switch. Unless it's a party game, used as a party console where like you have
Yes.
multiple people
Yeah,
playing it. Then
yeah.
I think that's pretty much the way to use it when you go party. Obviously,
Let's see.
300,
I haven't
brand
played
new.
mine on green. This is first got mine just a bit. That's what I mean. Like, but there are games obviously like here, like the the only reason why I probably never got my hands on one was because I was able to play the last Zelda game on my PC. Shout out to the Wii U emulator. Not promoting, by the way. Just
Not
whatever.
promoting, just
That's
trying
why
it
I'm
out.
not even telling you what the name is. Just fucking it. Just Wii U emulator.
Generic,
Thank you very much.
so generic.
I mean, just yeah. I own the game. Yep. Thanks,
Oh
Marcus.
shit, yeah.
My brother. I own the game. Yep. So that's why I had an emulated copy. Whatever. Just abide. Make sure. You know what? Just so I'm covering all my bases right now. Just make sure you abide by your emulation laws in whatever country you're in.
Yeah, my
Okay.
Switch
Yeah.
it's mainly my wife's because she'll play like Pokemon and like Mario Kart and that kind of stuff. I don't really play on it until like a game that like Zelda comes out or I want to play, then I'll end up playing it. But literally, the Switch in his house is just catches a lot of dust before it gets picked up again.
Yeah.
It really does.
Well, wait,
It's not
because
that it's a bad console. It's just it is what it is.
you
At the
really
end of the
need
day,
something
this
to
house
pull
has
your
a lot of next
attention.
gen stuff.
And
Yeah.
that part right there, it's like if you need a game like a Zelda to really pull your attention, be like, I'm going to play
Yes.
this game, you know,
Yeah.
because there's so many
I can't.
other.
Yeah. It just to me is like I can't play a Pokemon game. I don't think I've ever had because,
Mm,
and I don't hate on it.
yeah,
It's just it just seems like a mobile type of game for me, and not it doesn't draw my attention on a console. You
I
know, it's
got
like
you.
it doesn't seem like that kind of a game to me. You could play that on the phone. It doesn't seem like it's a full fledged console game. You can,
Well, where
I mean,
I mean,
to
Pokemon
be
got its
fair, you can
start
play
on the.
any game.
Yeah, I mean, it got its start on the Game Boy, so it's like you can't even blame.
Yeah,
Like, you know, it started as a portable game anyway. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So I definitely
But
see
like
that.
I'll pick up my Switch as a premium game experience like Zelda, Metroid Prime, stuff like that. Is like, woof, these are like premium games for me to have a reason to pick up my Switch. Other than that, it just catches dust, man.
Yeah. Did you see the report Mr. Jez Corden put out? It was on the 6th. Ubisoft Plus for Xbox potentially right around the corner.
I
You
saw
see
that.
you see that?
Yeah. I saw that. It looks like it's coming, man. But more with more. Like, it's a lot of games. I thought it was gonna be like a short list, but it seems like it's almost every game they've got is gonna come out on the thing.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
still the thing to me though. Logic is
yeah.
that if it's $15, bro, a separate
You mean on
subscription,
top? You
like
mean on top of?
yeah, I
Well,
can't.
that's what it
And
is.
the
That's what it is now, obviously.
well, yeah, it is now. I don't know how they're gonna pull it off on Xbox, but if it's like that 15, 10, that like a separate, I think the miss here is that it's not gonna be included with Game Pass. Whatever, I don't know what business they got going on, but
Yeah.
I think to me as a consumer, the miss there is that you're not including that with my Game Pass. I will run. Okay. I'm probably gonna get heat for this. I would much rather have them added to Game Pass and bump my subscription $5 more.
Well, I think that's what we talked about. Like we talked about like
Yeah,
not saying like you wouldn't pay more to have access to all those games, but it's like
yeah, no,
not
no. But if you give me an option,
$15
like if
or right.
you say keep paying $10 for the regular Game Pass with no PC access, no cloud,
Right.
15 for PC access and cloud, 20 if you want to, or and EA. I forgot 15 does include EA.
Yeah.
20 if you want all of that plus UB. Like give me tiers,
Well,
and
it
I'll be
needs
all
to
right
be
with
like
that.
how they do now. Like if you have Apple TV right now, or if you have anything like that, like and you want to add like, so you can have Apple TV or even Hulu,
Right.
or you could
You
have
want to add Showtime. You
yeah,
want to add
it's
yeah, exactly.
pay per use. You want to have access to the content from that service.
Like give me that. I
You
mean, give me that. I do that. But paying $15 for a service is only going to do exclusive games. Like only their titles going to be on that service. Is like,
yeah,
and most of those titles I don't really play. Like I'll play an Assassin's Creed, and even that's on the fence now with me after Valhalla.
sure.
And Far Cry hasn't really grasped me like that. I bought the last one; it's good, but it's more of the same. And then what's the other one? Rainbow Six is Siege is not it's not something I can get into anymore.
So
Um,
here's
you
my
know,
take. Oh, this is like what was leaked as well too. Like U plus XS, like so like
yeah,
different like logos
that's
what they
another thing. Yeah, it's like,
what
what do
got
you mean by
leaked.
that?
Well,
Like it,
yeah, well, like if it's U plus, then it's PC, and if it's U plus XS, then it's console.
PC and okay,
So
gotcha.
it's
Okay,
yeah, this would just be like PC, and then this would be console,
okay, all
right
right.
here. So with
So they're gonna run this like a
if
Game
they
Pass
run
subscription.
if they run this similar to how EA runs it now with EA Play, like where it's like you'll eventually get the games. Like remember how I talked about for months that it was like I can't wait for Mass Effect Legendary Edition to show
Yeah.
up on EA Play because it was on EA Play Pro. If you paid for EA
Mm-hmm.
Play Pro, you had have access to
Day
it
one.
day
Yeah.
one. But if not, then eventually it will come, and then eventually it did come. But by that point, I already because I got impatient, I bought the fucking game.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
and the games that are listed here for what was I guess like what True Achievements got their hands on, um, a lot of different Assassin's Creed games here. So we'll start Creed Chronicles China,
You got the mobile
Chronicles
ones. Yep.
India, right? Chronicles Russia, 3 remastered, 4 Black Flag, Odyssey Origins, Rogue Remastered Syndicate, Ezio Collection. That's dope. Unity, basically just all of the Assassin's Creed games.
Every Assassin's Creed that's come out is going to be on this
A
fucking
lot
thing,
of the Far Cry since
except
3.
for 2
What's
and
missing?
1.
Well, no, that's Ezio Collection. Except for 1. but
Except for one. Yeah, yeah, my
yeah,
bad.
yeah,
One.
because
Yeah.
Ezio Collection would be two, and then all the
I
others
wonder
one
why
would
one
be
is not on
three.
this. Are they making a remastered?
Well, we talked about that too, but I think if they would have announced it, they probably would have at their little Assassin's Creed powwow that they did a couple of months back that we
Yeah.
covered. Bunch of Far Cries. I mean, like, what's the one that I'm looking? I mean, I'm a sucker for Trials. So like right here, Trials. It's like, oh, Trials Fusion is there.
Yeah, yeah,
Great,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
there. The Watch Dogs, which is really cool to have. I think I own. I think I own Legion. I definitely own Watch Dogs 2 on PC because like on Ubisoft, I own a couple of. Obviously, I own
Well,
Division 2.
I own one through the when they had it on Games for Gold, so I ended up downloading. So I own one.
Yeah,
I own two on PlayStation, and now I own it on
yeah.
Xbox as well.
I mean, the South Park
And then
games. These are great games, by the way. South Park, Stick of Truth, Fractured Butthole.
I think I play those if I get this. I definitely play. I haven't played them yet.
That's what I mean. Like if they're able to add all of these for just the price of Game Pass, okay, just whatever.
Hmm.
Like that's wild.
No, there's certainly
And
value there, but for me, it's like having Game Pass already, and then wanting me to pay another $15. Like that's $30 in just gaming subscriptions. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like oof, it does still save me a ton of money. I get that. But how much of these titles am I really playing? How much am I utilizing Ubisoft for? Like once I play a title, like literally you can probably get your $15 worth of one game, one Assassin's Creed Valhalla,
true,
or
true.
you just get the whole value. It all depends how you look at it. I just think it's a miss not including this with Game Pass. From that perspective, from the
If they do
Xbox
it, but like I
side,
said, we don't know how they're going to do it. We don't know how they're going
we
to
don't know.
implement it.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
if it's timed, if it's like eventually, but according to this list, this might be everything that's available to it when it comes
Day
out
one. Mm-hmm.
from day one. Um, but also
That's pretty cool.
we've had discussions too about how remember Ubisoft wants to get bought. Nobody really wants to buy them right now. We obviously know,
Oh,
Microsoft's
that's a
attached.
toxic file to touch right now.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And and they got stuff coming out in IPs. They got a lot of good IPs and shit, and then we'll just have to see what happens. But this would be a nice little added addition to Game Pass, man.
Yeah, I like
That's for
it.
sure. And Cloud too,
Let's see how they launch it. It'd be
and
cool.
Cloud as well. So they're saying here, so via Cloud as well. So, or I guess
Yeah,
that's for
because
their
that's the
Uplay.
partnership they're using. Yeah, they're
Uh-huh.
using the cloud. They're leveraging the cloud from Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So Ubisoft
not
hopes
bad,
comes to
not bad.
Xbox. Unclear whether or not it'll offer the same content it offers on PC or whether it will offer similar library of titles like Ubisoft Classics tier on PlayStation. Any case, past weekend and then I uncovered another scrap of evidence Ubisoft Plus could be imminent for Xbox. Bam. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Uh, yeah,
Anything
let's
else
see
you
how
want to
they
talk about?
launch that. Well, I mean, I'm looking. I was looking at Discord just now, and it looks like Stubbs dropped in something for EA. It looks like you know how EA didn't pay for the FIFA licensing.
Yes.
It looks like they had plans why they didn't do the FIFA licensing. EA Sports is reportedly closing in on a signing commercial deal with the Premier League, which could be worth 500. Well, it says it's in pounds, but 500 million pounds.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's
That's
a lot of
that's
money.
almost a Billy right there, man. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. So yeah, it looks like that's where they were saving. That's why they didn't go with the FIFA tag. They wanted to go with the which again I'm still confused because the uh the games that they're making going forward, starting with this year's soccer game, I can't call it FIFA no more, that EA is making,
Yeah.
still has like the players in it, the likenesses of the players, the jerseys, and the facility. Like it still has all that. It just doesn't have FIFA slapped to it,
Right.
which is the weird part. But I guess I thought it had Premier League in it, even though I know Premier League is not part of. It's not like part of the whole FIFA licensing. So I guess that's where they were going. They were more. I guess the Premier League is the more attractiveness part of them rather than FIFA because FIFA was asking for a fucking an arm and a leg for that deal. Oh, I got to tell my Sunday. He's probably gonna like that.
I am
That's good
trying
news for him.
to
Because
open
he likes
up
his soccer
Le
games.
Link for whatever
Oh, the
reason.
VGC.
Maybe because I'm in streamer mode.
Let me see. I'm
Discord's
clicking on it.
being
And
so fucking weird for me right now.
it says yep. So if I click on it, it opens it. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I
Um,
can't get it on the stream.
Let me
No,
send it to
maybe try to
you.
send the link separate. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll send it this way.
you're DMing on Discord.
Yes.
Thank you all.
I don't like that.
Because we do it live, guys. There it is.
You should get that. There you go.
Let's see if we can see it. Either that or it's just yeah, no, link doesn't want to work. All right, Discord.
Yeah. All right. So, well, let me, if you guys want to open up the link in the chat, there you go.
I
That's
got
the
it. I
link.
got it. I 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 got
Okay.
it.
That was shared by Stubbs. He put it in our Discord. But man, that's crazy. 500 million. Quick, what the hell's 500 million pounds?
Where are my Brits? Where are the Brits?
Where are you guys at? Tell me what
Conversion.
500 million pounds is. Am I saying that right? I don't even know if that's right.
Yeah, no, yeah, 500 million pounds. That's it.
500 million.
I mean, yeah, pound sterling
in US. 603 million?
Okay, so yeah, so and the rings used to be a little
dang.
yeah, it's a lot of money.
Jesus.
Premier League integration with FIFA's largest mode. Ultimate Team includes Premier League back players. Deal could be similar to the one that the company signed with Spanish League. Yeah, so like EA's like, all right, cool. We can't get FIFA, basically the governing body of soccer worldwide. So we'll just go to the individual leagues and just strike deals with them. And then
Yep.
that's when they just rebranded as EA Sports FC.
Yeah, 'cause I think the FIFA licensing was like per year kind of stuff, and they're like, "Nah, we just want a one size fits all price. Give us that." I guess they didn't want to give them that.
FIFA's just been known to be greedy fucks as well too. But it's also hard to say. It's
They are greedy.
like
Yeah.
who's wrong in the scenario? Like it's weird because you look at EA and they're not to say, and listen, they've gotten better. They've gotten a lot better. You know what I mean? They're not without fault, but they've done shady business dealings and stuff like that before. But as of late, they've kind of just been on the upside of that. Like they're trying to do good business and stuff like that and good practices as far as and having gamers, having good intentions for gamers like in mind and stuff, and still trying to be profitable. So at the end of the day, that's what it is. Listen, it's money. At the end of the day, man, that's what it boils down to. It's like
Oh yeah, damn.
it's
I
like
mean, yeah,
it's
that's it.
money, you know. But
Yeah,
right
they
here,
rebranded
so
their game. EA, what is it called? EA Sports Football Club.
so
FC.
EA
Okay.
EA Sports FC. Yep. So the company insists that despite losing the FIFA brand, its games will not change that much, thanks to over 300 licensing deals. Like they kind of knew like the writing was on the wall, and they were like, all right, FIFA's
Yeah.
not going to give us the deal, so it's like fuck it, we'll just
That's
But
what
the
I'm
thing
saying.
is,
I thought the FIFA name came with those licensing, like the name, like how it is in American sports, where like like EA got Madden, for example.
yeah,
Madden having the Madden NFL. Having the NFL licensing includes the likenesses of the names and the facials and the stadium name. All that comes with the NFL brand.
you get the 30 teams because that's the
Right, you
deal
get
that
all
they
of that.
NFL represents those the 30
I
NFL. Same
thought
thing
FIFA
with
was that way, but FIFA is
right.
not. They still have over 300 license deals even without FIFA, which is crazy. It's like, oh, that's how they were able to still get the stadium names.
Because they just went to the individual teams and said, "Yo."
Yep. Yep.
Because who doesn't? Because that's another thing. Who doesn't want to be a part of still the largest selling? This is also too. So just so we kind of put the bow on this. This is the #1 selling sports video game in the world every single fucking year.
Who
Every
runs the world?
year.
FIFA. Who
Well,
runs the world?
and
FIFA.
now next year
EA.
EA Sports FC. Right. So
Yeah.
it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
All I need is for that truck that's delivering that money to tip over just take a sharp curve one time.
Yeah.
And drop a stack. Just drop one little stack. That's all.
Somewhere in Central Florida, right?
Yeah, just take a sharp turn and oh shit, and just a stack falls over. That's
cool.
That's all. That's all.
Yeah.
Let me live. I want to breathe.
That's funny.
I want to be able to taste, flavored water. How about that? Yeah. I want to be able to afford eggs.
Yeah, right.
That?
Oh my god, please. It's horrible. Get some chickens.
Right? It's crazy, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna end up buying chickens. Fuck.
Get some chickens, man. All right, shout out to Subs for sharing that with us. We appreciate that. That was in the Discord as well too, man. And that's what it is. Like I had no business, so I wasn't going to talk about that. So thank you, Subs, for bringing that to our attention.
It's you guys if you guys bring topics, we can talk about it. That's how we hit up the Discord though.
Absolutely, man. You got anything else? Anything else you want to talk about?
That's it, man. That's all I got, man. It's we went on early. We hit up our topics. Today was it was a BR theme.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We talk about what we talk about.
We talk about what we game. We talk about what we play. We talk about what we. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No cap. No cap. That's the youngsters say now, and no cringe or whatever the fuck the word is today.
No cap on a stack.
No cap on a stack. Is how we do things here. But no, man. We went on early. I appreciate you guys coming in. Our support is crazy because like we'll go on at 1 o'clock. They're here. We'll go on at 4 o'clock. They're here.
Yeah.
3:30. We're here. It's like all right. 5 o'clock last year. We're here.
Sorry, we're
So I
spinning. We're
appreciate you
spinning.
guys.
Yeah, we're spinning the wheel, man. That's it. Next week, we're
Yeah.
just gonna spin the wheel. Oh,
I
random start
didn't.
time.
I didn't stream this week. It's like my back is not holding up on me. So it's like it's crazy how my back is being lately. But
Yeah.
I did not stream this week. So I plan on last week or this week. I plan on this week streaming, obviously, with season 2 coming out. Apex, something I have downloaded, so I might be streaming that as well. And hopefully this week I do get Hogwarts. I'm hoping I get it. If not, we'll try again next week. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. And then the Super Bowl is in a couple hours, so
Yeah.
we're gonna do that. And my brother over here is gonna get to the lodge and do his thing over there.
Yeah. Watch Super Bowl, hang out, converse, socialize, all the good stuff.
All that stuff. So yeah, I got nothing else, but I appreciate you guys in chat coming in every single week, showing your support. I got nothing. Logic, what do you got?
That's it, man. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks to everybody that was hanging out in the chat with us. Obviously, everybody that listens to us catches us on the replay on YouTube, hangs out and talks with us on the Discord and gives us information as well on Discord and stuff like that. Obviously we do this for you. We do this because we enjoy it as well, too. So thank you for all of that support. We really appreciate it. That's it, man.
Awesome. All right. So until next week, in between time, damn, I had a whole thing set up. In between time, in the meantime, between time until next week, you can catch my shorts. I do a lot of those. Catch my shorts on YouTube. They're entertaining. Some of them are not, but whatever. I put out what I put out. But other than that, man, guys, enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your Sunday. Thank you for coming in early. But as always, happy fucking gaming, everybody.
Later.